Let's try that again. Happy Sunday, everyone.
Hello.
We always mute when we're playing the intro because we don't want people to hear us laughing and making jokes.
We never do that.
Happy Sunday and welcome to everyone. Welcome everyone coming in. Please hit the like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Liking helps bring more people in, so definitely like as you're coming in. We'd like to see as many people in here as there are likes. Wait, I'd like to see as many likes as there are people in here.
Or more if that's possible.
Or more. The camera's glitching there. That creeps me out.
Okay.
For those of you who this is first time here, you should be here because you subscribed, so you should know who I am. But if you don't, my name is Ryan, and I run the Ryan Finds Truth channel. And I've got with me the hero of the show, the woman of wit.
Okay.
What else can I say?
You're
the amazing, beautiful Jennifer. Yay! Hey, Mike.
And I just want to say, mean people suck.
I will set some rules down before we get started, but before we do that, let's say hi to everyone. Thank you, Eve, for coming in like half an hour early. You are the most amazing. I got flies in here. The most amazing mod. Now I understand why when I go on so many other channels, I see Eve modding because she's amazing. She was recommended to us because Eve, I'll be honest with you, the reason she's on so many channels and mods so many channels is because she is probably one of those people that adheres to our own principles so closely, and that is no drama, no hate. She will. I'm not saying she will mod for any channel out there, but she does not discriminate. She doesn't, just because maybe a couple channels might disagree on things, she is helping everyone out. So thank you, Eve.
She's a professional moderator.
And thank you to all our other mods. You all, same thing. I don't know if Rock and Robin is here tonight, but I would say all the same things about her. She's amazing, although she can get feisty at times.
Feisty's good.
Yeah, she definitely has opinions.
I like feisty.
So hello to Tarnished Pearl, Cynthia Sundquist,
Nancy Fleming,
Jaded, of course, I recognize Jaded, Sally Carson,
Mike Brooks,
Rhodes EST 2025, Krista 23, CRSTA 23.
Yeah, sounds like
Chewy. Miss Chewy's here. Hey, Miss Chewy, good to see you here. Thanks for coming tonight. Vicky Brooks. Good old Robin. Thank you, Robin. Speaking of Robin, I want to actually highlight something real quick. Not to put her on the spot or anything, but it's a good thing. Let's see if I can find this.
Oh, thank you, April.
As I'm doing this, I will also say, oh, got your notebook.
I was supposed to have a notebook.
The notebook thing. Remember the idea we had about the notebook?
Oh.
You don't have to, but anyway, we were going to try something new, and also the reason I have Jen on this channel, many reasons, is like I said earlier, the wit that Jen has, the logic, the common sense. When we're out in the field, she will think of things, we bounce ideas off each other, and it works. It works really well.
For us.
There are people who asked, there was one comment on the last live that was like, I can't stand when people bring their spouse on their channels, blah, blah, blah. That's not how this is working. We're partners in this. This channel is run by both of us. I know I started it when I was doing it alone, so it's named Ryan Finds Truth, but it is Ryan and Jen Finds Truth.
You're so sweet.
I'm just saying. So
I try.
We will talk over each other. We're going to try not to. When I'm talking, I talk a lot. I don't always stop. I talk a lot. Sometimes she has to jump in and intercede and make a comment, and that's okay. Like, she's not interrupting me. She's helping me. She's throwing out something I might have forgotten as I'm talking.
Yeah.
Right?
And, this month will be our 28th anniversary. 28th. We figured it out the other day. 28th. It's our 28th anniversary.
I knew that. I totally knew that.
So we kind of, we have our, way of talking, and it's kind of hard not to do that.
We banter a lot.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you, Ryan. That was sweet.
Okay. You're welcome. And I wanted to highlight I think this thing where we've kind of, when we do a video, we put it out there a few days to sometimes a week beforehand, and our members get to watch it first. People seem to like that. They like to have early access to the things we're putting out there. So we do that for our members. Mostly that's what we do. We've still tried to do behind the scenes stuff. We haven't had time because we have so much going on, but we do want to do behind the scenes stuff for our members because we appreciate you guys so much. I can't tell you how much it helps having that dedicated support every month for our searches and our work. So thank you all for that. And I want to highlight, there's 24 now. It's growing. And so I don't know how long I can do this, but I'm going to do it really fast. Sorry, you guys. So Brenda Brown, but I'm going to pause on this one. Robin. Now, Robin just upgraded to Council of Elders.
Ooh.
What that means is that's like, I think, the highest tier support. And that is I'm going to say a sacrifice. When somebody does that, I thought you were signaling. I thought you were signaling.
No, there was a.
To me, it's when people are willing to do that for us, it's very humbling. And to do that every month and commit to something every month. So I just want to thank you, Robin, for doing that for us. Your support is amazing, as is everyone else's, but just being able to do that for us, I really appreciate that. So thank you, Robin. We've got Silver Bullet, Paul Sherman, Angel on Earth, Spicy Demur, Zach Walker, XX, Robin K, Angel Wings. I recognize Angel Wings. She's commenting all the time. Oh man, this keeps on scrolling.
What do you do?
Nacho, GL Bortz. You know who that is. Spiritual Hippie, Betty Cook, Sandra Perkins. This thing keeps scrolling on me. Vintage Hippie 420 AK, Betty Cook. Oh, that's annoying. Sandra Perkins.
Keeping up with
Vintage Mama, Laura Jones, Twister, Abigail Rose, 423 Pythons, Margie T, Jessica DeBrower, Jason Myers, and the Bill Rockin' Robin. So thank you all.
Good job.
Yeah, I try to go too fast because people get bored very quickly. They have like a 10-second attention span, I've read.
Oh, we got Cynthia now.
Oh, thank you, Cynthia. You're so sweet.
Welcome.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the members. You get early access. But thank you to all of the tribe members. I'm going to keep calling everyone tribe members. Someone made a comment somewhere, TikTok or somewhere. They didn't like it that we said we call it tribe. And people don't understand it's because of the background. It's where the idea for the tribe came from. And it was originally from our mentor, who the former military, she served in Iraq and Afghanistan. We love her to death. She helped us get through the hardest times at the beginning of this when we were getting attacked. She gave us advice on how to respond to attacks. She is, can't remember what percentage, but she has Native American heritage. She talks about those beliefs all the time. She actually spent time searching for missing Indigenous women in the Southwest. She's an amazing human being. And and we were talking about what we do on this channel and what we're going through, and the people who join us, the people who have decided to subscribe and just follow along and comment and support us. She said, what you're building is essentially a tribe. It's a group of people who share common beliefs, a belief system, and want to do something good for the world together. It's just, so she described it and she was like, you have a tribe. And that's when we came up with this whole thing, and all the levels and everything. We decided to follow her her mentality, the spiritual kind of description she gave it. It just made it hit us, and it sunk in so well, and it just meant everything that we do and what you all mean to us. So that's why. So thank you, members. And we are going to dive in pretty soon here. We're going to talk about the interview that Cher did, Voices Behind the Wall, with Fred Hill and Ziggy.
That was a fun time.
Ziggy Hill.
That was a fun night.
It was. We actually watched it on TV, and we were both using our phone to watch this interview to see the comments while we're watching it on TV. And we're thank you, Rebecca and Lake. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Anniversary isn't until
Brenda Brown. Down. Right there. Brenda Brown. Right there.
What are you seeing?
Remember.
No.
She says she's
oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Brenda, for joining. See, Jen interrupted me to make sure I didn't miss something a member did. So
are you gonna do
that's
this all
a
night?
good thing. I'm sorry for those of you watching this afterwards and don't like the fact that she interrupted me to do the right thing, but that's why she interrupted me. So that's all I'm saying. Anyway, we were watching the interview on TV, and I was watching comments. Jen was actually texting back and forth with some friends about the different things.
Certain friend. You know who you are.
Yes, it is a silent epidemic. A certain friend.
Definitely.
Yes. What we try to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good comment. I wanted to actually hit on that because another thing people said in our last live was Jen was laughing at the wrong moments when I was saying things. And I will say
that one.
of anyone I know, Jen has more respect for the missing, especially missing children, than anyone else. The reason, like I said, Jen comes on these hikes because when we're searching, it's hard. It's mentally hard. It's exhausting. It's actually really depressing at times. And I need her humor. I need her wit when we're doing something that's so tragic and she sees something in the woods, or Moon does something, or I say something and she makes a joke and it makes me laugh, and it just makes it a little easier. It's hard being out there. It's hard thinking about what you're trying to find.
Yeah.
It's actually really sad thinking about what you're trying to find, and prepare yourself for the day that it happens. And there are people that do this, that do searching, that do this. And I'm going to show you something. Our good friend Vern Shirts made a really good example. On my Facebook page, if you guys don't follow it, we're on Facebook, by the way, Ryan Finds Truth on Facebook. And I posted something about a missing girl. Oh no, that was before the missing girl post.
Okay. Just saw his name. There.
We were talking about joking. Shoot, he gave an example. Well, I'll just tell you guys. I was talking about Moon's. That's what it was. So Moon had a find this past week, which is the early access
Very
video.
important.
And I'll tell you, it's almost comical, and well, it is comical. I'll admit it. But I had to share it because these are the moments that these things happen. And Vern told us a story on Facebook when I posted it on I posted it on my private Facebook page. He's a friend of ours, and he was telling us how
there he is.
Vern Shirts and his search partner. He didn't give his name. Shoot, I always forget his search partner. His search partner and him were doing sonar in a canal in South Florida. And he said, after some difficulty, we were able to get a magnet to lock on it so we could mark it with a buoy. He meant a car. They were doing sonar for a car. So they got the magnet to lock on. His buddy suited up in his dive gear. And Vern said, I towed him out to the buoy so he could dive on the anomaly. He went down and surfaced a minute later. I asked, what did you see? And he responded, an effing porta potty. And Vern said, did you check it for human remains? And his reply was, no remains. To which Vern replied, what about human deposits? His reply was, middle finger. And that's a scenario where they're looking for a missing person. It's not like anybody's being flippant about what we're talking about or what we're doing. But when you do this week after week after week after week, and it's always on your head and it's always in your mind, people that do this, even talk to EMT, talk to search and rescue. When they're doing things in the woods, they will do this stuff, and they have to. Otherwise, it'll just get to you.
I mean, I try to deflect the sadness sometimes, I think.
You very much do. Jen's wit is crazy. I just got to tell you. I don't know where she comes up with these things sometimes. You've seen it on the videos. If you haven't seen it, watch some of those videos where I've got Jen on it. But we are here. Sorry for all the long talking other stuff.
Thank you, Brenda.
Yes. We will get to the interview now. So those of you who know Cher, Voices Behind the Wall, some of you may not. So Cher runs a channel called Voices Behind the Wall, and she's covered a lot of cases. Summer Wells case quite a bit. Some people like her, some people don't, just like a lot of other people we talk to.
Or us.
Or us. And she recently apparently started communicating with Ziggy and Fred. For those of you, I should pause. Do you have any thoughts on? I'm just droning on and on. Do you have any?
No, you're good.
What are your thoughts of Cher?
I think she's great. I mean, I like people who are raw, and I think that's what she is. She's raw.
She says it like it is.
Yeah, which I mean, I like it when people are truthful. Personally, I don't. If they don't beat around the bush, that's fine with me. And also she doesn't ask us to believe everything she says at the same time. She's not like fair weather friend type of thing.
Take it or leave it, you know. And she also doesn't. Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us that long, Krista. That means a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your support all through this, everything, all these years. Yeah, I agree. And one thing about Cher is people have contacted me like, why do you even talk to her? She's done this, she's done that. Well, you know what? People probably say the same thing to Cher. People probably say the same thing to anyone else that you're friends with and you talk to. They don't like the other person, so they're going to try to make you not ever even talk to them.
Yeah.
Just because we talk to other creators doesn't mean we believe every single thing they say.
No.
It also doesn't mean we agree with everything they've ever done.
Right.
We're different channels. We have different principles. We keep it real. We keep it the way we want to keep it here at our channel. Can't control what other people do. But when you are talking and gaining information and exchanging information and research, you have to talk to people.
Right.
There's our rule. There's the one rule we don't talk. We won't talk to the people who have gone on the attack. That's our one rule against us.
Right.
That's the only time we stop talking to people. If they're going to start fighting, then we're done. But if they haven't attacked us, we're cool. And we'll talk to people. Hey, Spirit Seeker Squad.
Cher, she doesn't ask anyone to be 100% with her. Like, she's okay with people not agreeing with her. Whereas other creators might, say negative things about someone that disagrees with them even a little bit.
Some people freak out if they're,
yeah.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's important to be open-minded, take other people's thoughts into account. And so found out Cher has been kind of communicating with Ziggy and Fred and arranged a interview 3 days ago. It was about 3 days ago. So streamed 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what to expect. You guys, if you haven't been here the whole time, then yes, I agree, Brenda. Successful people do keep all avenues open.
Definitely.
Try to keep an open mind, obviously setting boundaries. But yes, absolutely. So this, if you haven't been with us the whole time, I'm going to give you a little bit of the history of Fred Hill and Andy Bernard, because he came in the end of this interview, surprisingly. It was like a bombshell she dropped at the end.
That was
crazy. But we first got involved. I'll keep this quick, guys. People always ask, who's Fred Hill? What does he have to do with anything? In the comments. So that if people who haven't followed the case, Fred Hill was a neighbor of Summer Wells, lived down the road. He first came into this case when a YouTuber named Ziggy went there and actually interviewed him in person. Continued interviewing him until 2023-ish. Until eventually he actually got arrested for some drug-related charges. Spent like a year or so in jail, if that long. Don't quote me. It's been a long time ago. I don't quite remember how long he was there, but while he was there, he was continued to be interviewed by this creator named Ziggy. We don't talk about Ziggy often because she is one of those creators who, when we came to a disagreement about Fred, about what we believed and what we didn't believe, and that we were exploring the Andy Bernard side. She got really angry. She went on the attack and has not stopped attacking ever since. So we don't usually talk about her. But in this case, Fred agreed to an interview. And this is the reason this interview is important, you guys, is because Fred outside of that channel is a little more open to express himself. To say
outside of Ziggy's
outside
channel?
of that channel, he can actually be asked unpredictable questions, which is good. And he's allowed to respond on the spot to questions. And I think that Cher was trying to be respectful. Did you have any thoughts before I move on?
No, I was just reading the comments. Sorry,
Which one?
I was just looking at Cher believes. I think she means Cher believes in Fred. I think she's saying.
Please tell me you're not changing your stance. Do not buy into the drama. So Steenie, it's a good question. It's a good comment, actually.
She means Fred, right?
Yeah.
Cher believes in Fred.
Yeah. Joe loves your shirt.
Well, thank you.
As far as believing anyone, if people who have been with this channel a long time, I don't need to explain this. Like, they know how my brain works. They know how I work out truth, how I try to figure out what I think is true. Truth is very important to me, and evidence that supports evidence evidence is important. And I might today rank Fred. What do I want to call this? People who are more or less likely to be involved. Let's just put it that way. Not saying they're guilty, just more or less likely to have involvement. So I might rank someone like Fred at a certain level, and then I've got Andy down here. So currently, right, I've got maybe Fred up here, Andy down here. Yes, believe it or not, you guys, there may come a day when some piece of evidence comes out, and I'm going to take Fred and I'm going to shift him way down here. Or I could take Andy and I could shift him way up here. Yeah. Like, you need to have that much of an open mind. You can't put your feet in the mud and say, this person's guilty and nothing you tell me is ever going to change my mind.
Right.
Can't do that with Dawn and Candace. You can't do that with Andy Bernard. You can't do that with Fred Hill. You have to listen. You have to take all the information in, and you have to balance it all out. Yeah. Against what you know and what if it. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, because you can't know 100%. So you can't put all your eggs in one basket and say it's definitely one person until it all becomes like, I hope it will become evident what happened.
Not until there's a smoking gun.
I know, that's right.
Yeah. If there's a smoking gun, then yes. Now you can put that dart on the bullseye and you're like, okay, nailed it. Yeah. Guilty. And then they're going to be in court, most likely. They're going to be arrested. But
wouldn't that be great?
If someone got arrested,
wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah. You have to not don't pick sides, you guys. I don't care if you love certain channels and you just want to believe what they believe. Don't believe what we say we believe just because we say it. Have your own mind. Collect your own information. Take information from us, from Cher. Heck, take it from Ziggy. Take it from everyone that you gather information from, and keep your mind independent from creators, please.
Right, Janet. That's exactly what Ryan's saying, I think.
You do. You have to have an open mind. And so we went into this interview, Jen and I, we sat down, watched it on TV, and we tried to, do your own research. We tried to keep an open mind when we were listening to Fred, and we have some reactions, a few jaw-dropping moments as Cher was interviewing Fred, and we were like, what did he just say?
Head shakers.
And I'm sure if you guys haven't seen it, this is the first time, I'd be shocked. I mean, everyone's been talking about this for the last 3 days. But if this is the first time, then you will be probably shocked with a couple things. Thank you. Not too new. We've been doing this case for 2 years. But yes. Yeah. Every time someone from the We Were Here from Day One group wants to attack us, they always say, well, we were here from day one. You guys weren't here from day one. I got to be honest with you guys. I've come to the realization that I don't want to be there on day one. Really? On any case.
Explain.
I don't want to be the first ones to take part in the feeding frenzy. People have asked us People have asked us over and over and over, please cover Sebastian, please cover Jack and Lily. And I realized that it was actually a good thing coming into the Summer Wells case after everyone was giving up, after everyone was starting to stop talking about the case.
Right.
People were giving up hope. And it actually felt good to come back into a case like that, and start re-examining things.
Yes.
Start putting her information out there.
Very
people
important.
Are like, who the hell is this guy? What does he think he's doing? Well, you know what? More people started talking about the damn case again, and they stopped for not talking about it. Like, so I realized that feels good.
Well, any new eyes can bring up, new ideas and theories. So it's always good,
I think it's good. Yeah. I think it's good to when I love it that Sebastian is getting so much attention. So many channels are covering Sebastian. So many channels are covering Lily and Jack. Do we really need to be part of the crowd? I don't think so right now. There's plenty of coverage. There's plenty of activity. If people start giving up and losing hope, we're gonna be the latecomers. We're gonna be those people that come in late and say, hey, don't forget about this case.
Yep.
These kids are still missing. And there's kids that are missing throughout Tennessee right now. We have our hands overloaded with people. Nobody's talking about these cases. Usually minority missing kids, drug related,
maybe older, young adults, right? They don't
young adults. They just, so there's a lot to cover. There's a lot to do, and we don't need to chase the crowd on these cases. And like I said, if people start giving up, we will get on the case probably. So anyway, thank you for that question earlier that kicked that off. Let's get to this video and let's start. So this is going to be hard because it's an hour and 49 minutes and I don't have timestamps. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to get to the parts quickly that I really wanted to get to. I might skip a little. So if you see me like jumping, don't get annoyed. Same, Sally. I will say that too. If we start on a case, we're never stopping. Any case we decide to start working.
I'm sorry, but she looks like an anime princess or something. Doesn't she?
Sarah looks like an anime princess.
Look at her hair. It's so sweet. It's so
pretty. I do like that. Yeah, her hair is cool.
Okay, I'll be quiet. See, that's why I need to keep my mouth shut because I say
no. That's funny. That's the wit. An anime princess. I never would have thought of calling Cher an anime princess.
Agree with everything, but tonight is going to be a study session.
Okay, so I'm going to start jumping, you guys, till we get to the interview.
You guys know,
helps for him to see people's lips when they're talking, to read. So to read lips, anyways. But he's here, and he said he sees Mark smoking. Dang, that makes me want another cigarette.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shoot.
That's what it sounds like. So, but over. Go ahead.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, it can be a lot. Is all I was saying. But he handles it really well.
And I think it's a lot. Imagine actually being Fred, who lived there and had to deal with these people.
Yeah.
I guess still have to deal with those people, but you know what I mean.
I mean, when I lived there and stuff, I really didn't deal with them much. You didn't see them around hardly that much or nothing. You might run into them every now and then at a store.
What?
I just can't. Like, I know what he's gonna say, and I just can't. I want to laugh, so I'll shut up now.
Because of what he's gonna say, I don't remember this part. You have a good memory.
Oh well.
I will say, I don't know if this is a part, you guys. There's a part where Fred actually describes. Oh, thank you, Steenie. Thank you for subscribing. There's a part where Fred describes what he's going through, and I actually commented during this interview, and I said I am actually really happy for Fred because he was talking about his probation he's going through, and I didn't realize, what did Ziggy say? I might have missed it, and I'm sorry. I don't want to jump around too much, but there was a point where she said it was like,
I don't know.
9 years.
All I know is she interrupted him more than I interrupted you.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, sorry.
yeah.
I'll
Jen, never keep your mouth shut.
thank you.
Yes.
I don't know. You might get sick of me.
Fred is going through a long probation period. He has to call in. I gotta find that part because it's insane. I think it was over here.
Cry over this. I mean, it can get a lot, you know, it can be a lot.
Oh, we'll talk about it when
Yeah.
we get.
So-
I think it's later.
But, go ahead.
Sorry. What were you saying?
Hold on.
Covered summer.
I don't want to miss anything, you guys.
Hopefully you
I'm
guys can
sorry.
hear okay. I don't
You sound
know.
good. You sound great. Oh, sorry. About a week ago, would you say? A little less, maybe? I don't know.
So, yeah, about a week or so ago, and it went
Yeah.
really well. And they'd like to see us some more, so here we are.
Yeah.
So we give it a try, and we're here, and it's more. Am I echoing, or is
Nope.
it just?
No, in this whirlwind for the last 4 years.
Oh, it's been an emotional roller coaster for sure.
Yeah. Today he actually, I mean, I've seen him actually cry over this. I mean, it can get a lot, you know, it can be a lot.
Yeah.
So, but,
Are
go ahead.
Sorry. What were you saying?
They get to it later.
No, it can be a lot is all I was saying. But he handles it really well.
And if you and I think it's a lot, imagine actually being Fred who lived there and had to deal with these people.
Yeah.
I guess.
That was. I gotta be honest with you guys. That was a really creative interview technique. Cher wanted to bring it to Beach Creek. She wanted to bring it to Ben Hill, and she just subtly kind of, hey, let's talk about his interactions. Let's talk about Fred's activities.
Yeah,
And I appreciated that. That was pretty good.
She's good at
Yeah.
this.
I still have to deal with those people, but you know what I mean.
I mean, when I lived there and stuff, I really didn't deal with them much. You didn't see them around hardly that much or nothing. You might run into them every now and then at a store or something and speak to them. Other than that,
Yeah.
everybody pretty much seemed like stuck to themselves.
Of course, he's been out of the area for a couple
while
years now.
Here now.
Yeah. So,
Thank
I mean,
God.
I think that
I mean, I still have communication with a lot of them from the area and stuff. If somebody, a YouTuber or something, has a question, if they send me what they're wanting to find out, sometimes I can contact some of the locals and find out through them, you know.
I will say that's true. Fred is actually willing to talk to people. Not us. But I know for a fact that he is open to questions.
Yeah,
he will talk to YouTubers. So it's not like he's hiding or anything. He's not trying to hide from YouTube. Maybe
Right.
quite the opposite, actually. I think he's very willing to talk.
Yeah, maybe he shouldn't.
I do too. I like that Fred had the mic quite a bit in this video. That was really helpful. And no, he's been out of jail for quite a while, Cynthia. He's on probation currently, but he's out of jail.
He's like living with Ziggy now, right?
Spirit Seeker, I can't say. I probably shouldn't have even said that. I'm sorry. To anyone who's talking to Fred, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, but I know he's willing to talk to other people. I don't know what he's telling them. I just know he's talking to them.
Well, obviously, since he's talking to Cher.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Of what's going on in the area or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, he still has close contact with certain ones. And I wish like more people would come out, but see, these people are, a lot of them still in the drug scene. So they're of course not going to want to come out and say anything.
Right.
No.
Or defend Fred or anything.
It's a good question, Sally. I don't. She didn't specify. She said Fred's been crying quite a bit.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I didn't even think that's a good question. I wish Cher had actually asked why.
Probably stress, if anything. Like
maybe just the pressure that,
know. Or she made it up.
Most people, Jen. No, I mean I kind of believe I seem sensitive, but he might be crying because of the pressure that being accused constantly.
Right,
I guess. If I had to guess, I don't know, Sally, but that's a good question.
mean,
Right.
and we don't want it that either. We don't want people's lives being messed with like ours have. So
Yeah, they probably, if they're still messing around in the drug scene, then they wouldn't be taken as very credible anyway.
yeah.
Whereas in, well, I think it's no. Well, well, I don't know. Is it okay to say like we pretty much know Fred's sober because he has no choice because they are on his ass every single day and he doesn't even know what time of day they're calling, right?
That's it.
So
Yeah. Tell them Fred, what you have to do every day for probation.
Listen closely because this is crazy. I had no idea he had to go
Yeah,
through
I
this
didn't know either.
during probation. Like, this is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just got to call. I have a drug screen call in every day. But then my probation's once a month. Then Hawkins County's every 3 months.
Yeah.
That I have to.
But you have to call in daily.
Yeah, I have to call in daily.
If you have the urine screen between the hours of
5 and 1:59.
Yep. And then he has to be there by 3 that day. So
dang.
Of course,
Did you hear her? Daily?
Daily. Yeah, that's why I had
They said
no
daily?
idea. Yeah, they said daily.
Daily drug test.
Yep.
He said,
That's what
is
they
that
said.
5 in the morning or 5 in the afternoon?
That I didn't hear.
Didn't say AM or PM. Because
No,
if it's
but he
morning,
said, and I reacted to that when I first heard it. I'm like, daily?
that's insane.
Is he on house arrest? Like, you can't go anywhere.
You can't travel.
No.
You need a remote. Maybe they let him a remote place. I don't.
Oh, well, it has to be in person, obviously, or he could,
Skilo said he only has to report if his color is drawn. It's a lottery system. Only has to report. Oh, okay.
Okay, because he said daily. He has to call
He has
daily.
to call daily.
Okay.
Yeah, because drug test daily
All
would
right.
be absolutely insane.
I know, right?
Like that would no way.
Right.
No way.
Yeah.
But maybe. I'm. That's what it sounded like. But
Mm. Oh, hi, Real Rock and Robin. I just had to say that.
hey, Real Rock and Robin.
Glad you're here.
Okay, it's random if he gets screened. He has to call every day. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
That makes sense.
Call every day, and they may say randomly, "Hey, come in."
Yeah.
To get your screening.
Which means he still has to stay.
Totally makes sense. Okay. He has to call in, but if I'm curious if he travels or if he can travel, what happens if they're like, okay, come in today? Hopefully there's a center wherever he's traveling or something, maybe. I don't know.
Oh no.
I always call by at least 5:30 every morning. So
How long do you have to do all that crap for?
they didn't tell me.
Oh damn.
yeah, so he's on probation for 9 years. So
9
it's
years.
until
So
I guess
Wow.
Could be 9 years. Damn.
9
it could. Yeah. I'm sure, and so they really, I'm sure, are most interested in the money, and it's a lot. So it's not like that's gonna be paid off anytime soon. So I'm sure, like, for some years at least.
Okay. Yes, good.
That sucks.
So we're just gonna let the chat be civil. I already had to delete a comment. If Fred wants.
You guys are strangely educated on this stuff.
We should say strangely. They might be part of law enforcement.
Educated, or maybe they're part of law enforcement. But that is good to know. So if you do travel when you're on probation, they contract with a lab.
Interesting.
So they probably have a lab wherever, usually wherever you travel.
I'm learning these things,
Right.
His wife to shut up. He'll tell his wife to shut up. Okay, so
people told his wife to shut up.
Right. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Did you feel like she was interrupting us?
Yes.
Oh, Jen. I mean, sometimes I
but
didn't feel like she was a lot, but there were times when he said something and it was almost like she was like nudge.
Right. But I guess my thing is she was interviewing him. Cher was interviewing Fred.
Yeah.
Right? Cher was interviewing Fred, not Ziggy. What?
Spirit Seeker was saying I've listened to a lot of true crime stuff and never been on probation.
Okay,
myself.
that's good
We
to
believe
know.
you. So you think that?
Well, Cher was interviewing Fred, and I just felt like sometimes Ziggy was answering for him.
There were times when she answered for him. I wish that he could have been able, but still, even with that, he was allowed to speak more than I've heard, quite a bit. Like it seemed more openly, but
that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
This isn't, if you saw the title, this isn't like a formal like interview, one way, and we can help them understand why we think, one way. Fred lived there, for crying out loud. So, and to be honest, as you guys all know, I didn't care to ever hear from Fred because I said he was a lying, murderous monster or something ridiculous like that. So, here we are. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Whoops.
Yeah. But yeah, so go ahead.
Like you said, you weren't really watching us and we weren't really watching you, so we weren't aware. I think we were just going by what other people said, about each other really, and about, because I wasn't gonna watch that, and he wasn't gonna sit there and watch that either. We don't watch any of those like channels at all. That he's kind of shy and this is awkward for him.
I think that's true.
I believe that.
When I was talking with Fred early on, texting, a couple phone calls, he did seem shy at first. Like he definitely seemed nervous, shy a little bit until we got to talking, and
I believe that
after a while. But yeah, I believe that.
And it was already kind of like pulling teeth to try to get him to do this, and so trying to just make it as a relax for him so that he'll want to continue doing this, like, and I don't want to make him feel, I want him to be comfortable. So yeah, and
a lot of people thinks that I know a lot of the inside stuff at the wells, which I don't,
Yeah.
Well, if we're starting a study session, back at the beginning,
and one thing real quick, I'm sorry you guys, I keep pausing, but that comment he just made, that stuck out to me right there, because up until now, whenever he speaks on any video, people jump on like, oh, he's a local, he knows things other people don't, he's got inside information,
right?
And that's how it's usually taken. And later he talks a little bit about how sometimes he felt like some of the things he said was misconstrued. Some of it made sense, some of it didn't, but it's true that people, and it's not just Fred, people So people, anytime like Andy Bernard says anything, people are like, oh, he knows, like he made us.
They want someone to blame. Everybody wants someone to blame.
I'm not just talking about the blame. I'm talking about when people listen to locals who are on YouTube, the ones that are on YouTube, they read into the things that locals say. Like when Andy gave his theory about Morrison Cemetery, everyone's like, oh, he knows that Summer's at Morrison Cemetery.
I see what you're saying.
When they hear Fred say something, which he'll talk about later about the truck thing was really interesting to me. When everyone's been saying the dogs hit on the truck. He clarifies about the truck later, which I found really interesting too. But people jump on the exact wording and they read into it. I will say, I get crap for this. Trust me, I know I'm going to get crap for this, but there's some locals who take advantage of that. They want people to believe that they have inside secret information.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to throw the name out there. Jody Sue Brown has been doing this for a long time. She wants people to think she has inside information, that she has answers, that she knows secrets.
It's a way to get attention if somebody's attention hungry.
And it's one of the few that actually is doing that, but that surprises me. The others, like Fred, like Andy, they come on and they say things, and then it just blows up into like every channel reading into every word they say. Robin. Did he talk about the being wired story? I don't think he talked about that in this one, but
I'm not sure. Can't remember.
I would say, have you heard, Fred, then that some people wonder if maybe she really went missing on the 13th or 14th?
The law enforcement spoke about that they thought she might have went missing the Saturday before at one point.
I wonder
you
what
ever hear
that
people talking?
So that I hadn't heard.
Me either.
Did anyone else hear that law enforcement believed that she was missing on the Saturday before?
I don't.
Because literally the call came in on the 15th.
Right.
they did a huge search. During the
Right.
course of the investigation, did TBI or anyone ever say they thought it was actually on the Saturday?
How could it be though with all the? I mean,
Miss Chewy says no. Like I've never heard that
no,
either.
because there would have been some camera footage of them that day because they went all kinds of places, right?
Yes, and the camera footage was from the morning
Yeah,
of the 15th.
that's what I'm
So how in
saying.
the world would law enforcement even begin to think that if she's on camera
I
footage?
have no idea.
Yeah, she was seen at Sonic.
Right.
So some things like that just don't logically make any sense.
No.
There's evidence for her. Anyway, let's continue.
Like in town about it, kind of like wondering if that was
Well,
the
it was
case.
it was something other that when I had recorded Jody and them at the bottom of the driveway, that they made them think that for some reason. I don't know what actual part of the recording that
Wait, made him think what?
that she may have went missing the Saturday before.
Oh, he was wondering too. Also, if you like while you're out and about, do you hear anybody who talks about the case or whatever?
Do you know how to turn?
I
the lights
usually
on
not
while
let
you're on
you
the
bring
road?
it up.
They're like,
One second, she's trying.
Sorry, someone asked if our mic could be.
Yeah, there's a new option in StreamYard to change.
You guys live, which we can pull up. Did you would you often see the Wells kids outside or the Wells outside? Like, was that like a
sweetheart.
daily
Mhm.
occurrence for
gosh.
you, or like I'm just trying to figure out would you have even noticed if she disappeared a day or two before?
No,
Okay.
you wouldn't really unless you was associated and going up to the Wellses or whatever.
That's what I
Because
was
me
kind of thinking.
traveling in and out of the holler, I mean, you'd have to see them along the road or something just to even see them usually.
Okay, I'll just speak up, you guys, and I'll sit more forward in my chair instead of back.
Yeah, we're
Just real quick, and I love you both, Laura and Spirit Squad. We're not talking about the Seth drama here, so let's not talk about the Seth drama stuff here, if you don't mind. This part's really important. Think about what he just said, that nobody would see them or really associate with them unless they
Right.
know them, unless they're associated with them, right?
not watching the comments because we don't want to be like distract. You know, if we I don't want to see anything
Yeah.
that might have
Right.
and
And
get
you
a-
know what, mods, please, we don't want attacks tonight. So, and people in the chat, I'm just going to say now, I think that people will be just kicked out for he's been talking. He wants to talk. Like, let the man, you know, Mark doesn't do a lot of YouTubing and stuff. So he's been actually looking forward to having a conversation with Fred and Ziggy. So, yeah, let's just please, we're and this channel for sure, you're supposed to be an adult. So let's just do that. And I appreciate you. So, okay.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Do we think then it's possible that she went missing on a day or two before then, or?
That just makes no
Well,
sense.
they spoke about somebody, or Andy and Jody and them was talking about her being there or something other on the 14th. So
Okay, so somebody just made a comment about that it was Jody Sue that started that. Let me find that comment. I posted it up earlier, but okay, Jody Sue did say that. So apparently that came from Jody Sue. He says Andy too, but I don't remember Andy saying that to
I don't even
me
remember that.
or anyone, but
Is this?
so that's where it came from.
Is it the first time you heard that?
And this, yes,
From
and
this?
what it tells me is Fred watches YouTube channels to get information
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I think he's repeating what he heard on YouTube.
Maybe, yeah.
In this case, this isn't information he
makes-
has; it's what he watched.
Just makes
apparently.
no logical sense.
But it's where that comment came from.
Okay.
I don't know.
you know, like on the 15th they had mentioned, but I mean,
No, I've not heard no confirmation anything really about the 15th other than what's been put on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but what did law enforcement? But law enforcement were thinking maybe that she could have gone missing before. Do you think
they some know that they had called in a recording that made them think that she may have went missing, like I said, the Saturday before.
Okay. I often wondered if the 15th was just,
But I don't know what part.
the
That they
show.
caught up that.
Did you want to discuss that question? Jen?
I
Who believes Fred was wired on the 15th? I heard the story. He said that law enforcement asked him to.
mhm. But did he just say he did?
No, but
No.
I don't know if he says it in this interview. He said it before that he wore a wire, and I don't know if that was.
Oh, I remember that. But it wasn't on. Sandy Gant says it wasn't on.
It wasn't on the 15th. Okay.
What was the date she went missing? I'm getting
15th.
Okay, she went missing the 15th. How would they have gotten him a wire on the 15th if she went missing on the 15th?
If I vaguely remember the story, it was that he was talking to law enforcement. He said they asked him to, and he wore it when he was talking to
At like 7:30 at night?
I don't know what day.
What?
It was never clear.
It said the
what day.
15th.
He said he was
They
wired
said
on the 15th. Okay.
That's. Oh Lord, help me.
And I don't have anything other than his statement to go on, so I can't say what I believe.
Right, that's just like a weird.
It's just one of the claims he made about what law enforcement told him that came from nowhere else.
Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, and that's a good question because on the 14th, Fred even said he didn't even get out at all. So he wouldn't have saw anything on the 14th, which would have been the best day for him to do something, honestly, because that they probably would have got away with not being seen. I mean, of course, law enforcement would have cameras still of the road and all that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I didn't even know nothing about Dobbs even being in the holler until after someone went missing and stuff.
Yes, I can.
And again, I think he heard the Dobbs story from YouTube.
Yeah, I think.
And apparently he didn't know about all that disagreement and fighting going on between the Browns and between the property dispute with Dobbs on the corner.
Well, it's hard with things like this because you can't remember what you forget. Like he might, I don't know. He might have taken in some facts that weren't facts that he remembers as his own truth, but aren't his own
while watching
truth. Like, yeah, like he could have made them his own memory. I don't speak well.
No, I know what you're saying. When you can be telling things that you remember, and then if you watch a video where somebody says something happened,
you can take that into your narrative.
Right. It comes into your narrative. Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks, Eve.
1 second.
But the last.
What was that? Go ahead.
But the last time I had actually physically seen Summer was like 3 weeks beforehand, before she had went missing, reported missing.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I was booting someone out of chat. So.
The last time he physically,
last time I physically seen Summer, actually seen her, was about 3 weeks before she was reported missing myself.
Do you have a comment?
This is an important part.
Yes. Yes, it is. A very important part.
You don't have to stop every time I say something.
No, it's okay. That's your sign. Pause like that.
Important.
Yeah. If you have a comment, just raise your finger.
So you really weren't seeing them every day.
No.
Like rumor has.
No.
I mean, from the road, you don't see nothing up on the hill at 110.
Right. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
We've been there.
Oh, yeah.
A whole bunch of times.
Totally
and
true.
You cannot see up there. In June, you cannot see the top of the hill.
No. This might be not the part I'm remembering.
He's getting there. He's getting there. He's slowly getting there.
Yeah. There's a part.
A person would have to be actively trying to see.
So
well, like Jody said, you said there was like the one place from Simpson Loop you could spy on the wells from, and Fred told me, I asked him what he thought that could be, but
Not the only place that could be would be in the overbase property, because the way they cut the power lines out to the wells is that'd be the only place open spot that you could have seen from that road, as I can think of.
Have you ever, like, in like all the time you've been there, have you ever noticed like odd people, or have you ever heard rumblings of people like were looking for kids or anything like that? Like in
No.
all the years?
No, this the Carly Trent, and they run in over at Jerry Simpson's for like 30 minutes that evening before they got another call on her being out with Gary Simpson at a Walmart. There wasn't no big search or nothing. They just went in just for a minute and then got confirmation that they wasn't there.
you never ever heard about children for sale or people looking for children like Andy was, or about, well, I won't say anybody else, but about.
Wait, what was that, Ziggy? Wait, so Andy said what?
Well, no, there's that situation like Jody Sue claimed that there was that person who was that was trying to sell girls for sale or something in a van that were offering them to Andy, and I asked Andy about that on my panel, like who that was, and he said a guy named Stoney. Well, we know who, a friend knows who that person, and that's that person that's part of the Masons or whatever. But Andy's the one that, Andy admitted it was a guy named Stoney who offered him. I'm like, wow, okay, what kind of people are you around? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's usually you want to hear of something like that. I mean, I've never heard of people for sale or people or kids or anything weird like that happening.
All right.
Fred, what did you make of? Did you ever see the video of Summer dancing around the red barrel that says for sale?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did you think when you seen that, Fred?
Right.
When I first seen that, it seemed like to me that it was advertisement for her being sold.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
I mean, that was my first thought, when I first seen it.
You agree with Fred?
I agree.
That video was...
I do agree. I mean, it was blatant.
A little creepy. Yeah.
It was blatant. What else were they selling on a red barrel?
Yeah.
Why would they put for sale on a red barrel? What's for sale? Red barrel?
What was for sale? Yeah, that's a good question, man. Yeah. This is a good question. Would the dogs bark if someone went to that shed house on Beach Creek Road, or is it too far out of sight? Very, very good question. Because that's been an issue people have brought up with a stranger going to take Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs would have barked. The dogs were everywhere. And I'm going to tell you, I know that for a fact because I interviewed a girl here in Kingsport who who knew people in the circles in Kingsport related to the Layla case. And I was interviewing her. And at the end of the interview, she goes, "Hey, by the way, this is kind of funny, but I know you're researching the Summer Wells case. I used to babysit Summer Wells."
Wait. You didn't tell me this.
Yeah, I did. You forgot?
Must have been in passing because I don't remember.
So
Wait
she
a minute.
babysat for Summer Wells and the kids. She was her mom.
Why are we not interviewing her?
I might eventually, but people know like her. At one point, I think it was her mother, her aunt was staying there. If I said the name, people would probably know because they knew the various people who were staying there. Well, she was a babysitter, and she told me, and of course I'm freaking out. I'm like, are you serious? Like, what was it like in the house? How were they with their kids? And I'll cover that in another.
Oh my gosh, Ryan.
I know. I talked to a lot of people. I don't remember all the stuff, but this brought this up. The dog thing brought this up because she told me. I promised you guys I will get into that in a later date. I might ask her to come on and actually talk to me about her experiences with the sitter. But she told me, I said, "What about the dogs? Like, were there really dogs everywhere?" And she said, "Those dogs were effing insane." She said they would, even her, when she first started going there, they would just all at her heels. They would nip at her legs. They
really?
Were like, yeah, they were crazy. But Now, over time, the dogs, when they get used to people, they wouldn't. So, to answer that question, and I'm sorry I haven't removed it from the screen. What was that? I believe that a stranger could not have abducted Summer because of the dogs.
Mhm.
Unless the dogs were put away at some point in preparation, there's no way in hell that anyone would have gotten up there without the dogs going absolutely ballistic based on this witness.
Right. What?
Totally different witness I talked about who was there. And
Did
I
he
know.
say that?
Well, they were always there.
Mhm.
So, in my opinion, the dogs are convincing evidence that whoever, if it was an abduction, that the abductor had to have known them, have been up there frequently enough for the dogs to get used to them and not freak out when they came up. They would be able to creep up to the back door or whatever happened, get up there. Holy crap, I just realized something.
Yes.
So I'm not going to say what I just thought. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, come on. Now everybody's
No,
gonna be mad at you.
because what he says later, think about this. The dogs would only freak out if they're not used to someone.
Yes.
The only people that can get to the house are people that the dogs know and would not freak out.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep that fact in mind. This is what the babysitter told me. Promise you guys.
But
I'll
how many times
cover
had
the
she
babysitter
gone
later.
there
I didn't ask.
until it took for the dogs to get used to her?
She didn't. So she told me the dogs were always like that, always nipped at her heels. So I don't think she went there often enough. We'll interview her. I'll bring her up at some point. We'll talk to her. I'll talk to her. We'll get into more details, and maybe she'll be willing to share with us what the hill was like when she spent time there. But for now, just keep that in mind. It had to be somebody the dogs knew, in my opinion.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
And now there seems to be so much more when you look at their some other pictures and stuff. As I'm going through past pictures lately, it's like, wow, some of them, was there other signs? In
I mean,
pictures?
just like a swimming pool and stuff that was up there. The last time I was up on 110 when Damien was in the pool with Summer, it had handlebars and stuff on it. Whether that means anything or not, I've heard it does nowadays.
Yeah,
but
to some people it does. I mean, it could. Yeah, it's all a part of that nasty world. Yeah, for sure. So, there was a lot of pictures of Summer released, and she was naked in all of them while people were like doing construction on the outside of the house there. That was pretty common then, that she'd just be running around naked, even with a bunch of grown men doing contracting work and stuff.
Sick.
I don't
like. Is
Yeah,
that
a lot of
normal
times-
in the area for not? Let's like wells aside. Is that a normal thing for like the area, or that's like not normal? You would think.
No, not really.
Okay, it's
No, we never would have had our children.
So we are from Maine, Jen. I have talked to people who grew up in the hollers around here, and they've said that, especially in the heat of summer, kids will kind of run around sometimes.
No underwear at all. No.
See, when they
T-shirt.
when they say naked, I'm thinking they mean shorts.
Well, they're saying naked.
The problem is, I think she probably didn't have her shirt on. And she's a little girl.
But that's not naked.
That is naked for a little girl, and people would take issue with that. I think that's what he's calling naked. I don't think she was running around without any underpants. Like, seriously.
They said naked. To me, naked means naked.
Well,
but
Miss Chewy would know better than I would. She's from around here.
no, look.
So,
whenever the girls went out, even in the summer, they'd have a bathing suit on, at least a diaper.
We're from a different area, a different culture.
Okay. Sorry, it gets me up in arms.
I'm curious. What's your opinion? Any of you who grew up in the South, who grew up in the deep
with
woods,
a bunch of men around though that you don't
mountains,
know?
Is it okay? Yes, I agree. That's not good. But is it a thing? Like, do kids run around without a shirt and just run around with just shorts on?
Just remember though, she was 4. That's okay. I'll shut up now.
You have a valid point. Yeah, 2 years old. Okay, 2 years old.
I agree with 2. I still would have put a diaper on.
No, but I don't think they meant completely naked. There's no way.
Well, okay.
She was maybe 1.
That would be different.
Well, of course, Katie. I mean, you don't blame a child for that.
Oh, no. I don't mean it's the child's fault at all.
Yeah, I don't think she was saying you were
Not-
saying that. It's
okay.
just, she's just saying.
No.
But I'm just trying to understand, is the culture around here like kids run around half naked?
Right.
with just
I'm not
shorts?
saying that any man would think that's intriguing. I'm just saying,
Well,
like,
not normal men.
not normal men. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I wouldn't put my child in that situation personally.
So we've got toddlers.
In a diaper.
Toddlers.
Yeah,
makes sense.
the girls would go around in a
Thanks for
diaper.
coming in, Chasing. Appreciate you. Thanks
Hey.
for coming in. Diaper, no clothes. Okay, so
Yeah,
younger
I'm
kids.
good with that.
At age 3 in the 1960s, my bathing suit was a pair of shorts. It's true. I have a photo of me going swimming in my shorts.
That's fine. I mean,
I guess 4 years old, going on 5. It is.
I don't know. It's once they get near school age. I don't know why in my head that's different.
There are pictures of it. Everyone is confirming. Completely
get-
naked. Whoa, hold on.
That's what I was saying. It sounds like he's saying completely naked.
Jaden said she was completely naked in the photo of them building a dish.
Right.
Chasing and Miss Chewy, the photos show the photos prove completely naked, like not even shorts.
Diaper. Nothing.
That is, if that's the case,
That's okay.
that is
At least a diaper.
okay. She was wearing bottoms in the pictures. I've got a 1. She was
Okay.
wearing the bottoms in the pictures.
But even then,
She was naked. Chasing said she was naked.
if there were men around, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be sexist. Okay, but back when the girls were little, if there were men around doing construction, the girls would have not been out there even with just a diaper,
Hell no.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, they would have had at least a bathing suit.
Yeah.
That would not have been a thing. But, you know, you said we come from somewhere different, but I don't want to put that, like, I don't think we're any more.
Okay. We've got enough confirmation, I think.
Why is this making me so mad?
Well, it's a very disturbing thing. If she was naked, then yeah.
Eek.
They didn't appear to be construction workers. Okay.
Okay. No, it doesn't matter who they. I just mean in general, if there are people you don't know around, I would think cover up your kid. Unless you're like, also if they just let her run around without any supervision, is what I'm saying. Like if I were around them.
Yeah. Well, and what Eagle has landed is saying is I'm trying to be sensitive to the fact that it's different.
Oh yeah.
It's different down here. Like they just let their kids. It's different, and that's not always.
But we weren't in
bad.
the city. We were.
I'm not going to judge. We grew up. That's right.
We weren't in the city.
I grew up in a small town, northern Maine, but it's northern Maine, and
I guess it's different. It's too cold for being naked.
That's a good point.
It's too cold for being naked.
It's too cold in Maine to be naked. Yeah.
I'll be right.
Falling off diaper in 1 and naked in the. Okay, thank you for confirming.
There we go.
You guys.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay, so let's continue. I do think that if she was naked, it's not okay. Definitely not okay, especially with others around. Thanks for confirming, you guys. Appreciate it. Let's continue.
Really, that means small children in that area that much.
Right.
That's true.
But it seemed like a lot of time when you'd see Summer and the boys out playing along the road or whatever, sometimes they would ride their bikes and stuff up and down Ben Hill Road. Summer wouldn't wear no shirt a lot of time like the boys and stuff.
So she would be riding her bike without a shirt on?
Well, a lot of times she'd just be running beside of them.
Ziggy, because
I mean,
pictures.
For me, I would have never thought anything of that. You know what I mean? But I know now knowing how many weird, what I learned from being on YouTube, now I'm like, okay, that's not, because I don't look at children like that, you know? Yeah. So I wouldn't think somebody would find a child that age attractive, you know, like without a shirt. They don't even have anything going on. So it's like, you know, to me, I wouldn't think anything of it as a small child running around in a diaper or something. But like when she's running around no shirt, is she like got shorts on or something, or
the shorts on.
Yeah, I
A
think
lot
it's
of
kind of
times you'll
weird.
see her in like a little bathing suit.
But now,
thing,
yeah,
you know.
now, and I look at some of the bathing suits and stuff they would have on her. Now I'm like, oh gosh, I would never put my daughter in that, you know. Now, looking at some of these things, it does make me feel uncomfortable because now because I've learned over about what kind
So Spirit Seeker Squad, that's one thing I 100% agree with. I think I told you guys one of the biggest projects I ever worked on when I was a writer, when I was a blogger for a tech website, is I interviewed the FBI on the dangers of child predators online mostly. But that one of the biggest dangers is parents who share their children's photos publicly.
Yes.
It's the scariest thing because you guys don't realize how many predators are out there.
What they do with those freaking photos.
Scouring social media for these things. And it's scary because some of them aren't just looking for pictures. They're looking for targets. And God, never, ever post your children, especially not hardly wearing anything.
Now they use AI to manipulate these photos. And they sell them to each other.
Yes. Yep. It's sick. It's
It's
getting
very
worse,
sick.
and it's getting worse.
Be extremely careful.
The technology is just making it worse.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You don't have to ask questions, Cynthia. Yeah, no social media, right? Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's it's different. It's different. And your mom was probably watching her. You know?
Candy says this isn't normal for East Tennessee.
Thank you.
Baby in a diaper with no shirt. That's about it.
Yes, that's fine.
I mean, even in your own yard, it's questionable. Don't put shit like that on social media.
No,
God,
please.
Please.
It's a hunting ground.
Yeah.
people are out there now.
But when I say
sorry,
yeah.
But when I say I see them ride their bikes on the road and stuff, it wasn't very few times you would see them. Maybe once a month or something. Might see them on the road or something down there riding around. Mm. But it wasn't an everyday thing or nothing like that.
That's way down there. They wouldn't have been able to keep their eyes on them, so they'd be down there by themselves then, right?
Well, sometimes Dawn or Candace would be on the bike too, riding with them. But sometimes they would be by themselves.
That just sounds weird to me.
Yeah.
Wait, can you go? Oh, okay.
She rode bikes like actually.
Yeah, it was
right, Ziggy? I'm like, wait, what?
What do you want to comment on?
He was on the bike with her when she was naked?
No. Don't start another rumor. Oh my god.
No, I missed that part. I missed it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, you're not blocked, Katerina.
What?
I wouldn't block you.
No.
Somebody just made a comment earlier. It's kind of true. Like Fred started out saying, I never saw them, never really knew much about them, but he is commenting a lot about all the times.
Yeah, seeing them on bike, seeing her naked, seeing. So, like, how did he see this?
So he did see them. I'm not implying anything about that. I'm just saying it contradicts the previous statement he made, where he's like, I never really associated with them. Well,
right.
Driving by, he at least, saw them going up and down the road and stuff. So I guess it's not technically associating. I'll give him that.
Oh, like a mini bike that's motorized?
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
There's pictures of
wait, which question, Patty? Sorry if I missed anything here. I'm going to scroll.
A lot.
If Fred and Andy know so much, how did the sheriff's son slip under the radar? In my opinion, if they knew so much, really no joke. I don't know how Fred and Andy could have known.
Wait, the sheriff's son?
Yeah, it's a predator. SA.
Okay.
He was on the list.
Oh.
On the registry. Yeah.
Learn something new every day, I guess.
But most time it was Dawn that rode them a lot. Most time if Dawn was with them, though, he'd have Summer sitting on the bike with him.
I want to pull up.
But there'd be a few times you would just see the kids by themselves down there riding.
That's dangerous.
I'm trying to pull up something here.
But I seriously don't see Summer going up to no stranger myself.
No.
No.
I don't,
because what few times I was around her, she always act kind of bashful, like she'd play and stuff with the other boys and stuff. But
I gotta welcome one of my favorite channels, Miss Tia.
Tia.
Welcome, Miss Tia. Nice to see you here. Okay.
He's always watching you. Okay.
Let's continue.
Sorry.
It's coming up to you, trying to talk to you.
You too, Cursed. I like you too. Let's continue.
Or anything like that, she'd act real shy. She'd stay way back and stuff.
She probably was scared of freaking, especially. Never mind. I'm not.
Did you see like a lot of like marks and bruises on the children, like that didn't look like come from playing? Or I know it's kind of hard to tell living in the woods and boys because they're gonna roughhouse, but like, was it a known thing that the kids were being hurt?
I've really never noticed nothing on them like that, but I've never been really that close to them to notice
Yeah.
it.
Was it a known thing?
Write that down. Write that statement down. I've never been close enough to them to notice it.
Right.
Timestamp.
Yeah.
2734.
Yep.
Okay. Because the jaw-dropping thing he said later was totally the opposite.
This is what I keep.
Holy crap! Jen and I we had to pause it. We had to pause the interview later. When we get there, I'll pause it again because Jen and I were like, "What the f did he just say?"
It's like no wonder Ziggy was interrupting him.
Holy. Anyway, we'll get there. Just remember what he just said.
Alrighty.
Thing that they were being like abused, though. Was there any type of rumors about that you remember?
Well,
Right. Thank you.
What little bit I was around them, I've never seen Dawn do nothing towards them for his abuse, but I have seen Candace strike them with different things, objects and stuff, for being mean to the animals or something.
I will. Believe it or not, I'm actually sticking up for Dawn in this crazy situation where I'm sticking up for Dawn. But no, I'm not sticking up for Dawn. I'm sticking up for Candace. She filed an abuse claim, even though she backed out of it eventually. There was a domestic violence claim that she made against Dawn, so he wasn't exactly an innocent party here.
Right.
Like he got violent according to her initial filing. So I wouldn't blame all the violence claims on Candace entirely.
Right.
So it was known that they were like kind of not. They weren't really good, responsible parents or something. You noticed some signs like.
I mean, it just showed. I mean, what little bit I seen, Candace is kind of more abusive. Seemed like.
Yeah, leading.
I mean, I never seen Dawn other than holler or cuss at him or something. You know.
There was that incident when you went up there that one time, and there was no adults around. And
now, I don't know why Ziggy did this. Like number one, it's heavily leading the witness for one thing. Every time it's Cher's interview, and Ziggy leads him in a direction, and I have no idea why she led him in this direction because it was a disaster. She should not have led him in this direction to begin with.
No,
I wouldn't have. Well, I mean, I prefer the truth, so I guess I would have. But
no,
I don't know why.
If you were you're trying to protect your loved one. I don't know.
I don't know. This is crazy, you guys. I don't know why she put him in this direction, but this is it right here.
Yeah, that is the very first time I ever went to the wells. I was trying to find out why they had drug that tree off and stuff and who had done it.
Wait, what'd they do?
That was when Andy Powell had pulled a tree out of the fence line at 165 and pulled past the fence for the horses and stuff. They pulled all of it out and drug it down to the Wellses. It was up in the winter time when that happened.
They just do
and
weird.
Snow was on, and I just went down through there and followed where they had drug it to, and went up there, and there wasn't nobody there. I knocked on the upper door right before they built that other section on top.
Mm-hmm.
That one part, the door was at a different spot than it is now.
Mm.
When you pull up, I knocked on it and nobody come to it. So I thought, well, maybe they're at the basement. And I went down there to knock on the door. And the way the door is, there's no curtain or nothing over at window at the basement.
So he didn't go to the front door. Fred.
Are we
Fred.
hearing this?
He went to the basement
Are
door.
we hearing this?
Did he say they they weren't home? Dawn and Candace weren't home.
He tried one door.
So he tried the upper door.
No one seemed to be home.
So he went.
So he went down to the basement door,
basement
which
door.
is
the basement door is where she disappeared from, allegedly.
which is Summer's bedroom.
Summer's bedroom. So he went and knocked on the top door. Is that what he said? He first
Yeah,
knocked
the
on
first
the door.
door.
And then he goes down to the basement
Right.
door. Why?
See if Summer's there. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you guys? Did you?
This is weird.
What he
I
just?
don't know. Maybe we're taking it too seriously.
I want to
I don't know
understand this part. I want to understand this part because he said that Andy and Paul were hauling off a log or something. Why was he going up there? Do you guys all know why he was even going up to the house to knock on the door? Did I miss something? Like what?
No. I like how Mary Stevens says, "See Cher and hubby sit up." It's just like Ryan and I. We
This
do
was
the
his fire.
same.
Okay. But why did he go up there? Did he make that
Right?
clear?
No, but I mean, like, was it not okay? So was it not Summer's room then? I'm open to that.
People knock on both my doors. I just don't understand why he went up there.
Not to see if Summer's there, Jen. It was years prior. I don't know. Was it before she was born?
Yeah, this sounds like it was an earlier story. So, but I'm trying to understand why he even went up there
Okay.
to knock on their doors.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that.
Let's continue.
All right.
So he's at the bottom door now,
yeah,
the basement door, and he's looking in.
Okay.
And you could see the boys inside. Then they act like somebody's upstairs because they keep looking up like they was waiting on somebody to come out or something. But
And what you see?
they just had diapers on, and they was like a potbelly stove, like kind of in the center of the floor with a mattress laying on the floor. That was the only thing I could see in there.
Okay. Can you pause?
I want to pause. Look at Cher's face.
I know, right? No, I just want to apologize. I didn't realize this was before Summer lived there. So I'm not saying.
No. It was before that. That was her bedroom.
I am not saying anything against Fred as far as that goes. I just didn't realize.
I'm just trying to understand this whole scenario.
Yeah, I know. Looking down there, he did see the boys. He said
he looked in the window of the basement door.
Yeah.
Saw they were.
The boys were there in diapers around the potbelly stove.
And he was looking long enough to recognize the potbelly stove. Why is he at the basement door peeking in? And he knocked at the upper part, and
no one answered.
No one answered. So somebody said checking on the kids, I guess. Is he just
maybe
being a nice guy? And he's like, hey, I wonder if the kids are home. I want to.
Yeah, thank you, Chasing. I'm glad you.
Yeah. I'm
glad you cleared that up for me.
It is creepy. I mean, is it not creepy? I'll replay it. I'll replay it. Yeah.
But it seems like he was more.
I don't understand why he was doing that.
Built that other section on top. That one part. The door was at a different spot than it is now. When you pull up, I knocked on it and nobody come to it. So I thought, well, maybe they're at the basement. And I went down there to knock on the door. And
Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to play this 3 times. Maybe he had a good reason, and I need to understand what in the world he's doing up there.
Why they drug that tree off and stuff, and who had done it.
Wait, what'd they do?
You want to know about the tree?
That's when Andy Powell had pulled a tree out of the fence line at 165 and pulled past the fence for the horses and stuff. They pulled all of it out and drug it down to the Wellses. It was up in the winter time when that happened.
They just do weird
snow was on, and I just went down through there and followed where they had drug it to and went up there, and they wasn't nobody there. I knocked on the upper door. That's before they built that other section on top. That one part. The door was at a different spot than it is now.
Mm.
When you pull up,
Front
I knocked
door.
on it and nobody come to it. So I thought, well, maybe they're at the basement. And I went down there to knock on the door. And way the door is, there's no curtain or nothing over at window at the basement. And you could see the boys inside. Then they act like somebody's upstairs because they keep looking up like they was waiting on somebody to come out or something. But
And what'd you see?
they just had diapers on, and they was like a potbelly stove, like kind of in the center of the floor with a mattress laying on the floor. That was the only thing I could see in there.
Oh my god.
It was 2 boys or
What my
2 young
What were
boys.
the kids like? What were they like?
Mm.
What were they like? Their personalities, or I guess you didn't really get to be around them enough to like know that, huh?
I really ain't been around enough to know.
Did you know? You didn't notice anything like different, or you never saw them aggressive or anything, or
what?
did you ever see them aggressive or anything?
What, the boys?
Yeah.
That's my point, Angel Wings. I don't.
Was it off? It wasn't off
So
his
there
of his
It
land.
wasn't his
was it?
land.
Okay.
It wasn't his land. Why did he care
Right.
to go up and follow the trail they dragged? Was it because he thought they didn't have permission to drag a tree off or something?
Why would he care?
Sorry, Gabble Geeks, I'm missing your comments.
What? Go back up and see.
I just don't understand. Maybe some of you guys know more about this story.
There's one.
Andy Paul allegedly lived at the Shedlow property. I've heard that story.
Okay. 10 years ago.
So this would have been around the time when apparently he was there and they were
All
dragging
right.
a tree off. But why
Anybody
does that?
know? Does he have any relation, like relationship to Fred? This guy? I don't know who Andy Paul is.
Andy Paul was a whole other story. Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
I'm
can't
sorry.
even get into it. Gabble Geeks explained
Alrighty,
it.
too many Andys.
Let's go up to Gabble Geeks again.
Oh, you missed it.
Did I? Are you sure? I'm going to call her the database queen because she has
right
all
there.
of this old information. What did I wear?
Thanks. Oh, she said, thanks, Wood Fairy. There's one.
I explained it above if that helps. I'm going to keep going up.
But you just missed her again. Okay.
I made a video of their own word claiming the boys were naked. Okay, so it's different. I'm trying to understand why he's going up there.
Yeah.
Why was he concerned about a tree, and why did the tree make him go up there? Firewood.
Oh, maybe.
Somebody said part of his fence, but his fence was nowhere near their property. They lived near Simpson Loop, and he was down the road. So
She thought she heard it was his fencing.
they moved the tree and it pulled his fence down.
Were they?
They
weren't connected to his land, were they?
He's down the road.
Am
so
I just not in the
way
know?
chasing would know. The way he's told before the kids were down there. Why was he up there, you guys? Yes, it was 165, which is way down the road. Like there's no fence bordering the wells in 165.
Or do we not know something?
You have to drive down the road. So what's going on? Why is he up there?
The fence was from 165 Ben Hill.
Is it his fence? Okay.
The tree was pulled to 110.
That's a long way to pull a
That is
tree.
a weird. Why?
It's a long damn way to pull a
There
tree.
are 5 Dons, 3 Candace, 2 Andys, and Partridge and Pear Tree. Spirit Seeker, you're awesome.
Stop.
You are totally
Okay.
on my vibe.
Okay, wait, I'm getting it.
Sorry.
The tree was on his property, was drugged from his property.
Oh, okay.
He followed
That
the
is
drag
weird.
marks.
That is weird. Cynthia, that's what I was wondering, but
According to Fred, the horse done pulled it and he went to see. Okay, so what I'm getting from thank you guys. I think what I'm understanding is they took the tree from his land, or at least they were dragging it down the road and it ripped apart or part of his fence or whatever.
all right.
So he's like, hey, destroyed my fence, followed the drag marks, and it went to the Wells property. That's why he was up there.
Like they didn't have enough trees on their property?
Who knows why they were dragging the tree? Okay.
That is weird.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank
That's
you for helping me.
understandable.
Gavel Geeks has recorded it. He's changed the entire narrative. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think we understand why he was up there.
Trees are a big commodity.
A tree was
Someone
getting
said.
dragged. Well, his fence was destroyed, so I can understand.
That's understandable.
Fred would be like, "You screwed my fence up," so he follows the drag marks.
Yeah, I'm so glad we have you guys.
And it leads to.
I like having our story.
Doesn't it help? Yeah.
Yes, helps so much, guys.
Dragging a tree uphill. All right. So
Yeah,
he's like, "Why the
right?
hell? What's going on?" So he's going up to their door, goes to the top door, knocks on it. Nobody's home. He's probably pissed because his fence is a little bit damaged or whatever, I guess.
And they took his tree.
So he goes down to the bottom door and he looks inside and the kids are there. The boys at least are there. And apparently they had diapers on. I think I've got it.
All right.
Are we good? I think that's the story.
That sounds normal. That sounds understandable.
Okay. Fence got pulled out when the tree did. Thank you guys. Man, I love having smart people here.
Like we're open to finding the truth.
Yeah, like I don't want to just say, well, Fred's a creep going up on the land.
Fred's looking into their window. If it had been me, it would have been Fred's looking at Summer. So,
right.
Like, I'm so glad you guys cleared things up.
I like to understand, if there's a reason for him to be up there, there's a reason for him to be up there. We're not going to attack the guy for being pissed off because his fence got ruined.
Yeah,
so
that totally makes sense.
That's fair. The reason Ziggy brought it up was to lead the narrative due to Summer being naked during construction, so she left him into his. Okay. I was wondering. Yeah, okay. I was wondering why.
Because the boys went with just diapers on. Is that what she means?
I think so. There was a reason. I guess I'm not smart enough to understand. The redirective of the narrative, but that was interesting.
I see that fences are important.
Oh, his horses got loose.
What?
Damn.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't say that.
Okay, I think we've got
fences are important in rural country.
Right? Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially if there's horses being kept in.
Good fences make good neighbors.
Right. Now we've got an understanding of this whole scenario. Still a little creepy peeking in the bottom window, but it's not like he walked in or anything. So.
True.
Yeah, they all kind of hitting on each other with stuff. Sticks and stuff. When you would pull up or whatever, they'd act like he's excited or whatever. But
when when someone was reported missing, so was it normal for Dawn and Candace both to just like run over to your house at separate times and like in a panic, or like did they I'm trying to say it nice, Ziggy, damn it. Like, you know what I mean? So they both ran there. Was that odd behavior?
Candace had never been to my house until she come at day when Summer was supposed to went missing and Chad was there. That's the first time Candace had ever been to my
Never
place.
been to your house before, except for the day that Summer was supposed to go missing. That's the first time she went there and the only time?
Yeah. That's the first time she'd ever been to my place.
Did she ever go again?
Not as I know of.
Like after Summer went missing, did she ever come down there with Dawn or anything?
That one thing that you said about Summer being shy around men. Do you guys remember seeing a video? I can't remember who it was. I think it was it might have been David Dotson, but someone was sitting with Summer trying to get her to wave, but she was really like.
That was David Dotson at the church. That was odd.
Fred said that she was kind of nervous around men. It kind of made me wonder.
I mean, she just I figured she was bashful around a lot of people, not just men specifically.
Yeah. I'm kind of the one that mentioned like
a stranger in general. So what I was talking about.
It could be nothing. It just reminded me of that.
No, we're just trying. Yeah, but this is good conversations too.
Anything like that?
Well, there's been rumors of it, but
okay, hold on.
But yeah, I'm sure you probably want to check the chat to see if there's questions and
There's the
stuff
question.
like that. We'll leave that stuff up to you.
Oh, I actually have a couple of questions.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Mark's got good
Fred,
questions.
Do you remember seeing, because there's been lots of rumors that the Wells house was kind of like a flop house. Like they'd have a whole bunch of strangers there partying and stuff. Do you remember seeing anything like that?
Well, there's been rumors of it, but unless you see it yourself, it's hard to tell. And from a road, you can't see up there whether they really are partying or having a bunch of people or whatnot.
You did have that incident where, after Summer went missing, there was a grand bun, you said, and
Oh my God, that was hilarious when he said grand bun.
Grand bun and
yeah, that was the same day I
Sherry.
broke down and stuff in that yellow truck, and she come out late off the Wells's property like 1:30 in the morning, drunk off her butt.
But yeah, I mean,
It was two of
You
them. I
heard
can't
about-
think of the names,
he heard about rumors about Bill Benton and Vicky.
but I know that when Bill Benton and Vicky Dykes was together, that they would go out to their house sometimes and drink and stuff with Bill.
Yeah.
Who's Bill?
Yeah.
But supposedly Bill was staying around on the Wells's property around before Summer went missing and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like,
So Don has very publicly said that he has always known that something very bad was going to happen to Summer. Did Don ever confide in you any worries about something happening to Summer prior to it happening?
No, he's never spoke nothing like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Did he seem like, if you saw them out, did he always seem to be more protective of Summer or anything like that? Keeping her closer than he did the boys?
Well, most of the time you hardly ever seen Don around the other kids that much. You would see the oldest son with him, but far as the younger two boys and Summer was most times stayed around Candace all the time. You hardly ever see them around Don.
But the oldest boy would see with Don?
Yeah, the oldest boy was always with Don almost everywhere he went.
Even before?
Yeah.
Huh. And so I believe that's Josie and Don's step sisters have told me the same thing, and yeah, that's pretty.
I agree, Gobble Geeks. I at the beginning, again, like I said, everyone note his comment. Like he didn't really associate with them, didn't know much about them, but now he knows
Right.
all their friends and what is going on. So it's
And what they're doing.
does all of this come from just driving by the property, I guess?
But he said he never saw them when he was driving by the
It
property.
conflicts with what he was saying earlier on, that's all. It is weird.
But it has been years. Obviously, he lived there for years.
Publicly known. So he had actually
He's lived there for years, so he's
And
got years
they've
of
lived there for years. Maybe, to him, seeing them, once or twice a month isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Josie to Utah, and he would just stand there with Don, but he wasn't even allowed to talk. Is that pretty much the same thing, Fred?
Yeah, that's the way he would be every time I seen him with Don. He would stand around with Don, but he wouldn't even look up at you at your face or nothing. He just stand and stare at the ground all the time.
That's what
It's like
I
he was-
heard.
Yeah, that's
Is
what
that
Mary
the-
would say too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, Ziggy.
Is that the one that Don had his arm around when he was doing the news thing? Okay.
Yes.
So pretty much like that. Just always looking.
It seemed like to me, I mean, he dressed different than the other children, and I mean, a lot nicer clothes.
He was
I mean,
saying,
just
what he was
everything
saying
like
is
that.
Don preferred the older son. That's what he was saying.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
You know,
One was interesting.
it was almost
Because
like he
you
was.
said-
Again,
I agree with you, Ziggy.
What'd she say?
She said that's interesting. Exactly what I said.
Again, for someone who doesn't know hardly much about them, he knows a lot about the relationship between the father and son. Like, how does he? Okay, let's continue.
the pick of the
Yeah, you know
all
what?
the
Like
kids.
Tim was even saying something on his post like recently. Joe makes me think weird.
Sorry, I'm
but-
skipping.
They say, how many times have you been to the Wellses' home, would you say, Fred?
Good question.
I think he
Good
did.
question.
Maybe 8 times.
Like,
That's crazily accurate.
8 times.
Not
Within
not
how
a
many
dozen,
years?
Not a dozen.
How many years?
8 times.
How many years?
I don't know. Who knows? I
That
don't
it
know.
would be quite a few years.
Yeah.
So he's saying he sees them on the road together riding bikes
Yep.
and stuff.
He's seen them only 8 times, and he knows like people who hang out.
But
who
he
are-
went up to their property and looked in the window. That was the only time he ever did something like
I
that.
guess that was one of the 8. I don't know. I don't know.
Since they
Like-
live-
What? Strange clouds, a gavel? Jen's lives will tell all with gavel. I need a gavel, I guess.
Yeah.
there.
a few years, right?
No, since they've lived there.
Ever. So before,
Oh.
like before Summer went missing, how many times?
Before summer, probably 6.
So after was just a couple.
Yeah, because I went there a couple times for law enforcement.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
counting
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Because you said that, right? You've said, like, that's known, Ziggy. He.
Yeah, it's known now. It's been known for a laugh happened and stuff. Like I would love to know.
Them.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck you like? They claim to not know, and then it kind of. But anyways, so that was one of the incidents you had been there.
Because when I shut,
Mm.
when
They
that
said thank
happened,
you for the clarification, by the way.
I shut everything down, and when I started back off driveway, they was actually done coming up Don's driveway to, I guess, see what was going on.
Yeah, so because they were about to go up there and save Fred.
Oh God! Save Mark, save Fred. Wow.
Yeah,
But they didn't know what happened because everything just shut down on them all of a sudden. They
Thank
thought something
you.
may have went wrong.
Candace
So they would come-
$4.99. They said, Fred, any thoughts on who the creepy guy on the hill was? The creepy guy on the hill.
which creepy guy? I wonder.
Right.
Like,
Which one?
Yeah, I
Isn't there
mean,
one
I
that was like
read
capping.
it could have been a variety of
It's
different
Jackie
people.
like the
Yeah.
touching that Candace was saying was touching kids that day or something. Yeah,
Oh, actually, okay. So I have a conversation from one of the last conversations with Dawn about that whole thing with the kids being touched on
Yeah.
road, and I'll have to find that.
Wait, what?
I wonder who he said.
Right, there was.
I mean, I was
it wasn't
trying
Fred.
to think,
Carrie, good to see you.
Oh well, I know it wasn't Fred. Fred's never had any type of accusation like that. I know it wasn't Fred, but I'm wondering if
I mean, I know Bill Benton would have been hanging around down there, but what I'd been around Bill and seen him around his daughter and stuff, I would never thought it would have been him, you know. But I was just trying to think who else was hanging around down there at that time.
yeah, because they would let people stay. According Fred's told me many times that they've let people pay to camp out on their property or
That's
stay on
true.
the property, hide out on the property, like in tents and stuff. Yeah, that happened a lot. Yeah. Even the cornbread mafia was supposedly like hiding out, which is another funny thing.
I was
Uh,
gonna break
Not fast
his
forward.
driveway. Oh yeah, we had a chat about that when I went on Ziggy's with Fred. He did
Yeah.
actually speak to us about it. Do you
Yeah.
mind talking about
Yeah,
that
because
again?
I
That was my
confused
first
it.
question to him on the last stream over on
Yeah.
Ziggy's. If you go
Let's
watch, by
have
the way.
him answer this completely himself, and I won't
Very
say
well.
anything. And because I've messed it up before, and that's my fault. But you guys are here. You go. Here he
Oh,
goes. Tell him about
They're
the
like
whole-
Ziggy's Fred's handler.
But anyway, they had brought a dog, and
I appreciate Fred right there. He's like, they're bantering back and forth, and he's like, but anyway, back to the point. Thank you, Fred, for bringing them back to the point.
had come up Ben Hill Road,
You know,
and they said it had been hitting some scent here and there along the road, but the scent got stronger as the road got rougher. they said. Well, it started up my driveway and went, instead of turning in where the camper was, it went on up the driveway. And
So I will confirm Fred is kind of telling the truth. When dogs get tested, they get tested on 3 surfaces, at least with the American Working Dog Association. There's grass, there's usually concrete and dirt. And they did say concrete's a little harder, but dogs can track on concrete.
Yes.
So he's correct that if the road's rougher, if there's more crevices, rocks and stuff in the little, more gravelly, then yes, they will pick up better on the scent. So
True.
Fred's correct on that one.
to a little flat, and there was Explorer sitting there. And when I said it stopped at an Explorer, people assumed I was saying that it was hitting on that Explorer. I was using that Explorer as a reference of where the scent stopped.
Okay.
What?
But at the time, I didn't know where they was using cadaver dogs or what at first of the cave when I first spoke of it.
So was that a cadaver dog or a scent dog?
I'm assuming it was a scent dog now, but at the first, I figured it may have been a cadaver dog because I didn't know there was a difference in a cadaver and a scent dog at the time.
I didn't either until I started getting into this case.
Do you think that
You think the car carried Emerson?
So 2 things. I'll get to this too. So what he's saying there is everyone has been all over like the hit on the vehicle. Well, Fred was misunderstood. If his clarification here is correct, they got up to that point in the driveway as far as the Explorer was.
Mhm.
That's where the scent stopped. So that means that something happened at that point in the driveway to stop the scent. The truck he was talking about.
All right.
Do you think Ryan, do you think that the car carried Somerset down the road and their scent bounced off and landed on a Fred's Explorer? I got to think about that one. Jeez. Honestly, I don't think that if she's put in a vehicle that the dog's going to be able to follow
No.
the scent because it has to be her touching the ground. It has to be her.
At least skin follicles would have to fall.
Something
would have to fall.
Some trace of her,
Right,
even if it's
right.
just the scent of her sneakers or
Yeah,
shoes or
something,
feet
a
or whatever.
skin follicles, something.
So I don't think the
Is that
car.
skin follicles?
Wait a second.
No, that's hair
If
follicles.
she's in the back seat and the doors are open, let's just hypothetically say this here. The windows are open. Her scent would be airborne at that point. But it wouldn't be
It
on
would
the
go up in the atmosphere. I don't think it would.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I
No.
don't think, just from what we've learned so far, that I believe the scent would disappear when she's put in a car
Mhm.
and it would reappear where she's taking out of the car.
Yeah. I think so too.
So for her to be
Yeah.
traced down the road, I mean, she would have to be
I think she'd be
dragged,
walking.
walking, or carried, and somehow not even carried. I don't think.
No.
Would work. So-
Well, yes, carried would work
Yeah.
because she'd have skin. Is it skin?
I gotta tell
follicles?
you, I don't even think carried would work because it wouldn't be
Oh, I
enough
thought they
scent.
said it would.
She'd have to touch the ground. She'd have to be touching the ground.
You're not
Especially,
listening to what I say, like skin particles, skin.
I don't think so.
No?
We could double check with.
Okay, we gotta look into that.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. Check with Butch on that one, but I don't think it would.
Yeah, we'll ask Butch. About
But
that.
anyway, we know now the scent was the actual driveway, not the truck itself. So, if what he's saying is, this is from Fred only.
Wow,
so.
horseback. I haven't thought of that.
somebody has been trying to like frame you or set you up, Fred?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. When you got locked up, I kind of was starting to wonder about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely then.
Yeah.
Discovering the truth.
I mean, the last law enforcement told him themselves. They
A
said
certain
it to him.
person that they thought was trying to do
They
some
said-
stuff,
Yeah.
Mm.
They didn't tell him that.
So without mentioning any names, unless you want to, Fred, was there anyone around that area that you think might have done this to Summer?
I was gonna say, yeah. Who do you like? Who's your suspect?
Right to the point.
Well,
The long list or the short list?
yeah, there's a long list of them
Mm,
On the list.
yeah.
that could have been involved.
Yeah.
From day one, my money's been on Candace.
Really?
Ever since I saw her detailing the last.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
what was so strange to me about Don Wells when he come to my place on the 15th after someone went missing, he come with no emotions, no nothing, and never once said he wished he knowed where Summer was at. Never said he wished that she'd just be, hope she was okay or anything about her like that.
Did he
It
even
just like,
ask you, have
just
you
dead
seen her?
emotion.
did he even ask you if you had seen her?
No, he never even asked me if I'd even seen something.
Mary, you got a good point. I'm sorry to stop this, but that's a good point. That's a good point. If there is enough scent down the road and the wind is going in the right direction, then it is possible the dog could pick up on the scent there. Yes. Thank you for pointing that out. This is weird. Dawn showed up at, I don't know if this has ever been said before, but he just said Dawn had no emotion. Dawn had no emotion when he showed up at Fred's. Wasn't saying, "Oh God, where's Summer?"
The only thing I heard him saying was she was abducted. That was his.
Yeah.
That's all he.
That is weird. I didn't catch that the first time I watched this.
Yeah. What do you think about him saying?
Wow.
Being
when he
sure
first come,
she was abducted.
Who said that?
Don.
Later, he did. Very often,
Well,
that was his number one.
That
theory.
was his theory.
he started talking religion, and I'm like,
so he's down there, no emotion, he says, and he's talking religion. That's from the moment she disappeared, according to Fred.
That is weird.
That is, I missed this in the first time I watched this. That's crazy.
religion. He's always high when he come. Any other time,
Hear that?
you know, we
So-
never talked about religion.
All right.
So his daughter goes missing, and he takes that time to come up to your house and talk about God.
And preach it.
Yeah.
It's a good point, Chibili. He doesn't say what he said in return.
Exactly.
Only what Don was saying.
Yeah, and we have to believe him that that's what Don was saying.
And what was the conversation itself? Like, what was being said in that moment?
Good question.
That's true, Rebecca. I mean, yeah, parents act weird. You never know. But what was the conversation? So there was religion involved, and we don't know what Fred was saying back to him. As Chibili pointed out.
Yes.
Yeah. What was the conversation? And I don't think we get to that.
No.
That's all. I mean,
and so
just
was that,
talking
but was
about
that normal
the
to you?
Romans and stuff.
Talk about the Romans?
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
And he brought up the resurrection then.
Yeah, he brought up at least he'll see her during the resurrection. That's the only thing he spoke about, Summer. He said, well, at least I'll see her during the resurrection. You know?
On the 15th, that's crazy.
But the way his emotions was, if you thought if she would have been deceased or anything, you would have thought he would at least had some type of emotion, you know. Yeah, but he was just no emotion, period. Just like, I mean, calm.
And that day, he
Like
said he'd see her in the resurrection, the day she went missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's already assuming she's dead.
Within an hour of her going missing, he's saying this publicly.
Don did say he went to confront Fred. He was pissed off, he said in the news report.
But Fred's saying that he talked about the resurrection.
Yeah, he didn't sound pissed. He had no emotion, according to Fred. And in the news interview, Don was like, I wanted to punch his lights out because he's got people coming up and down here in the holler. So those two stories, Don's story and Fred's story, absolutely doesn't match up of that interaction.
What do you guys think about that?
That's what in the world? So according to Fred,
that's the problem with this. We don't know.
According to Fred, he's down there, no emotion, and he's talking about the resurrection or religion. Okay. Wow. Whatever.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know that, but that's good to know.
Well, I mean,
it was before dark when he come to the house, and I hadn't been home long at that time.
Yeah. So that had to have been before like 9:30.
Wait a second. Before dark, we talked to the couple who said that they saw Fred coming out, trying to come out of the holler around 8-ish.
Right.
He just said he'd been in there for a long time at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, the couple had a different view.
Different timeline. Fred was coming out at that point before daylight. He's saying he'd been there for a long time. It doesn't conflict, but I thought he had been in and out. 4:30, came back in before they blocked the roads. At some point, they saw him coming back, trying to come back out.
Yeah.
Around 8-ish or 8:30, they said, when it was getting dark, twilight.
Right.
He's saying he had been back in there a long time, so I'm a little confused about his travels that day. That's all. It's daylight 9:30 in East Tennessee, right? Okay. That's true.
What did she say?
If he's talking about
still daylight 9:30.
Right.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, I don't know, but it would be like dusk.
And he didn't come aggressive or nothing like he tried to put out on YouTube. Oh, I went up there.
Right.
No, he didn't either. He come up there, and I was actually out in the driveway when he pulled up and stuff, and he wasn't aggressive. No kind of emotion really. I mean, like he was upset about anything. Period. Just like nothing had even happened. It's way.
So not mad at you, not mad at anybody.
No,
not
I mean, just
suspicious of you.
I mean, he didn't even act like he's somebody that even had a missing daughter or nothing.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
If it'd been my daughter, I would have been hysterical.
Like, so did they go around, like, when they went there? I don't know if you saw them, but so did they, like, go up to your vehicle and, like, touch it or anything? Because we spoke about this again on Ziggy's. The dog had hit on there, and it was in the times. But
they touched.
Oh, I don't know if Don and Candace touched the vehicle, but they suspected when maybe they didn't bring the dog up through there till 3 days later when they brought the dog up the holler.
Oh, so they could have like snuck over there and put shit like it's like they could have just like snuck over there then.
No, see, he just clarified earlier that they didn't hit on the vehicle; they hit on that point in the driveway.
Right.
Instead of stopped at that point in the driveway.
Yeah.
They're back on the vehicle. That's the old theory. It's the old myth. Fred apparently just cleared that up. It wasn't the vehicle itself that got hit on. So this is a tangent.
It took 3 days for the dogs to come around.
They have dogs down there on the 15th?
No.
I didn't know that, Ziggy.
Oh. Well,
did you know that?
I mean, I think I've asked him, but I keep forgetting. I keep assuming they would have had. They didn't have any scent dogs on the 15th?
No.
They did, but not up that far.
Oh, okay. They just didn't go that far. See, they must not suspect it. I guess I don't know. They knew, but see,
they was just traveling along the road up there, just seeing what they could pick up.
On the 15th, though, on the 15th, they already suspected him.
Yeah, they suspected Don then of selling her
something
or owing somebody, because that's the main thing when they wanted me to.
You guys, so Cher, Miss Chewy, Gobble Geeks, did you guys hear that from anyone other than Fred that they accused Dawn of selling Summer? I mean, I've heard Fred say that several times, but I don't remember other people or other sources saying that. I'm curious if you guys know if anybody else made that claim.
I just can't. This makes me sick thinking about that. Ugh. What?
Nothing.
Video call with her.
Never.
And there was
so nobody else other than Fred has said that law enforcement accused him of selling Summer. Is that correct? Okay.
Wait.
Just confirming this is only from Fred.
All right.
So that story only came from Fred, as far as we know here. Only from Fred, not anyone. Okay, thank you guys.
Alrighty.
Okay. Record and stuff for them is to try to hit.
When they come to you, Fred. Sorry to interrupt. They came to you.
They come to me.
Would you mind Like, why?
See,
are
they
you not
come to
around?
me after Dawn had come that evening and stuff up there on the 15th. They,
Okay.
as soon as he left, they pulled in and was
Wow.
talking to him and stuff.
Hmm.
And then they wanted me just to go down there and just hang out wherever the people were standing, just to record to see what
Right.
people were saying.
Okay.
And then that's when they wanted me, after that, wanted me to hit mainly on Don about who he owed.
See, and that's a TBI straight up told me to, as long as I'm comfortable, keep Don talking. And
Yep.
that was right when I called the head agent.
So we got one person saying Don claimed TBI accused him of selling her.
In what capacity? Like, where did he say that?
I don't remember seeing any of you where he said that, but it could be I missed it. Listen carefully, then go listen to previous statements. Yeah, I agree. Things don't completely line up.
No.
And reported all of the conversations about the $50,000 and all this cocaine and all of that. And he had already, I had already known what they all fit.
And disappeared where that Explorer was parked.
Well, it started hitting on Ben Hill Road below the driveway and stuff before you get up to my 207 driveway. There's a little bridge crosses the road, and the road gets real rough. Like, they thought it may have been where.
Yeah, I agree. Chillbilly, that's the one, I'll admit, I don't buy that one story. Maybe he convinced himself he was being asked to be wired, or he wanted to record to turn over what he heard to police. I don't believe they would ask him to. That's just my opinion.
No. But what do we know?
Well,
The scent was coming off of a vehicle that where the road had got rougher, that made the scent pick up more.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that makes
But
sense.
when they walked up a driveway and stuff with it, they said that they thought it was where Candace had walked up through there when Chad was up there.
Oh, okay.
That's what they thought.
But just out of curiosity, where they went up and that the Explorer was parked, does that road keep going?
No, it ends right there.
It ends.
There's just a flat spot for a camper that sits right there where I had it parked.
Oh, okay.
It was just an old broke down car. Didn't have a motor in it.
I was just curious if it was possible that whoever abducted Summer went up there and took that road, but if it ends there, then no.
Well, he just went right there and ended. I mean, in that little flat spot, and then it turns into this rough wooded area.
Yeah.
And straight up, pretty much.
Oh, it is straight up. That's true. So they wouldn't have been able to walk that way.
Well, they could have walked that way, but you would thought they had picked up scent farther on, you know. But the way it went up there and just stopped, and didn't go no direction and pretty much come straight back off.
I mean, what were they using for the scent? Do you know?
What did they use for a scent?
Yeah.
A sock out of the dirty clothes basket.
That they said was Summers?
That they said was Summers. That's what made it harder for them to track anything too, because it was.
If true, they were live tracking.
Yeah, but we know socks. Who knows whose sock is what?
They would have, right? Yeah, they would have asked for Summers, but just if this is true, what Fred is saying, then they were 100% live tracking that day, which makes sense because if it's the first day of the search,
well, yeah, of course,
they're gonna live track.
Of course.
So they're live tracking, I guess.
Right. So I see. I'm still new to it, but live tracking, as far as like taking her in the car, that sort of thing, would they be able to track
that
it
would
like
that would make it hell of a lot more difficult if it was in a vehicle.
Yeah, it would just be like that. Might be why they just tracked her to the road. I don't know. I mean, live tracking and cadaver.
Two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, we're just going with what he said.
Okay.
Which means they were live tracking and they tracked up the driveway to the point where the point where my phone started answering, to the point where the Explorer was, and he said
it wouldn't be that sensitive though. if it were live tracking compared to.
Yeah. They as long as they have scent to go with. I mean, you saw a moon go across the field finding
Well,
a little girl,
yeah, I know,
so
but I
a
don't
scent
know.
is a scent. It's just a different type of scent for them. All right,
Yeah.
let's continue.
Sorry.
They were live track on the 16th. They never bothered with the other end of the same road until 3 days later. I know, chasing it.
Yep.
It doesn't.
It doesn't make
It
sense.
was 3 days later
It
that
really
they started
doesn't.
doing the whole.
That's a
was the
long
fields around the
time
area.
for a 3-year-old.
Yeah, I
3-year-old
agree.
girl.
I agree, Kirst. I
That's
don't.
a long time.
And why a sock? Like the picture that was taken had her, and apparently it had the jacket in a box. So why not use the jacket? I would have wanted to use the jacket because that was the picture they last took.
I would have taken
on that day.
I would have taken a few objects, put them all together, and had them smell it.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Why does it have to be one?
Right. Yep. I don't know. I'm so confusing. All the different. Okay.
Just a random piece of clothes out of Alam's dirty laundry.
Mm.
Of course, they tried to use a shoe too that was supposed to be in Summers, but
I think they all wore each other's shoes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they
wore
was.
shoes
saying.
that's way too big for her. You know,
Yeah.
we've seen that.
That's what they
times.
was talking about too. They didn't know for sure if other kids had it on or may have touched it or anything. They could have been even tracking anybody's sense,
Yeah, it
for
seems like they-
anybody in the house.
Sounds like they were tracking candy.
I'm sorry. Here I agree with Fred. Like, I mean, it's just Ryan and I with our laundry. We can't figure out whose sock is whose. Like, how did they know?
Yeah,
whose
I know.
sock?
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying.
Well, they just said they wore
Like,
each other's shoes, even.
right.
So socks.
So how
who
do
knows?
they know whose sock was whose?
That would not be a good
Right?
scent article at
No.
all. Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
you agree with me.
Yes, I
That's
do.
what I was trying to say.
I do. I agree.
Okay.
Yep.
This is really what they're tracking because Candace is the one that walked up there. You know, that we know of. So it would have to be, because
Just was looking at him. That's why. I just want to get like your thoughts here on this. What Tim Mullen
I'm
said
gonna
here.
skip. Okay.
From New Brunswick,
I'm probably gonna skip over the Tim Mullen stuff. I know that Cher believes that it heavily in that theory. I don't. I just think he's a weird dude, and
You can say you don't.
he's a media manager, and he's done just really weird videos that have set people off in a different direction that I don't think is relevant, in my opinion.
I don't get his videos.
Could be something to him, but I'm probably gonna skip over Tim Mullen.
to Quebec and all across Canada.
Canadian dairy farmers help feed Canadians
No,
and
I
ensure
hope Fred really soft.
that's weird.
Isn't it?
weird.
That dude is bizarre.
I believe so. We're gonna get there. I've got.
Now he was with that
Yeah,
time.
I lived a couple different places for a few years at a time, but
Like you
That's
did
been-
live in Virginia for a very short time, obviously.
3 years.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because I mean, Laura was from that area, right?
Yeah.
But most of his life,
Yeah.
Ben Hill, that area.
Yeah.
He did live like a couple other places in the area.
Oh yeah, Tim is still very much around and doing all their media for sure.
But yeah, usually.
I mean, I've lived, Ben Hill, and then I lived in Cloud Apartments a little bit, and then Bayleton Terrace a little bit, Horton Highway a little bit.
But yeah, mainly the area though.
Yeah.
So old timer, I think it's Scott County, because I found a record of Fred had been pulled over for registration, some other shit in Scott County. So I assume that's the area, but I'm not 100% sure. I think he's got family up there too. So
I mean, then Light Holler Road, I lived out there for about 2 years, a little over 2 years.
Yeah.
808.
I want to show you this for a second.
Wait, what is it?
I agree.
So this is Don taking me for a walk, and then he's going to take me for a drive, and it's him. He's saying retracing his steps that happened on June 15th. when
He told me a different story than he's told a lot of people
Whatever.
on that
Yeah.
when he come in.
did he?
Yeah.
Well, and he told us he went to Fred's all amped up and chest puffed out and everything. And I always figured that was a lie anyway, but
No, so what? I mean, what did
I'm
he tell
talking
you?
about when Don come home that evening.
Yeah.
He told me that when he come in, he went straight to the house up on top and didn't see nobody. And I was seeing it on that video she was showing, but to the right of that building, when you pass that storage building on top at Don's, you could see the bottom property. He said when he pulled up to there, he could see out there and see his boys down there on the bottom property. So he went out the driveway just a little bit, where that next little house is under the bank, where Cam and Allie walked down that trail.
Mhm.
He said he took a Subaru down through there to the bottom property, is what he told me.
Yeah, that's weird.
Where the
He like, I guess he like basically trying to say he took the Subaru off road, basically.
Well, it was, there's a road that goes out there,
Wait.
down through there. And when they took and had been cleaning the power lines, they had opened it back up.
So
There. You know how you go up Don driveway and the road forks right there, and then that garage little thing's right
Yeah.
there on your right. If you go on up past it, that road cuts off right there. It goes down behind it and back out to the bottom property.
see, that's weird because Don told us when he got there, the first thing he did was he drove down to the bottom. He didn't go home.
Right.
So it's interesting that he tells different people different things.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to show you this.
when you're lying, it's hard to remember your, you know.
Yeah,
He
when
should
it's
have
not
wrote
the
down.
truth, it's hard
And that's
to
the way he
remember.
had explained it to me,
Yep, that's what I know, because he's just,
or either pulling in at the building down there, and then he would still had to pull plumb up on top, way the building rises up. He had to pull all the way up there to even see down next to the creek or anything where he said the boys was at. Because they wouldn't even been visible from a road, period.
Hey, Jenkins.
What do you make about Jody Sue saying that she made sure to be walking in the stream that day to cover her tracks and her scent?
What did Fred say?
That was just odd. And there's,
Yeah.
I mean, she even, the same evening someone went missing and stuff, when I was recording them, she talked about a certain spot in the creek and kept wanting me to go and look myself.
What?
And I wouldn't do it, you know.
What?
it was like she was trying to get him. So do you think she was trying to set you up?
That kind of way it made me feel in a little bit, you know. I mean, in a way, kind of why you want me to look when the law enforcement's done out here and everything. Why ain't you done talked to them about going and looking at this certain spot in the creek you're talking about? Why are you trying to get me to go look at this certain
This is
spot?
important.
You don't think she
Yeah.
told the law that?
I don't know if she told them or not, but they found out about it pretty quick by the recordings I got of it.
I agree. I don't. Things that Jody Sue says, things she did back then, I honestly don't mean to be rude or mean, but I just don't think she's ever been completely right in the head. So the way she was acting on that day when there were people around, all kinds of stuff going around, she was just being crazy, like running around in the creek. Apparently, Fred confirmed it, and trying to get Fred to stand there. I just don't think it's relevant. I just think she was
No.
acting. I don't know. That's my take on the whole Jody Sue
She
thing.
might have been like a little bit.
She's out of her mind.
Out of
I'm
her
sorry.
mind. Oh, Moon came to say hi.
So
Yeah, that's
the
weird.
beautiful, wonderful one and only Jody Sue Brown that we've all been introduced to in the past, 4 years, is that the Jody Sue you guys have all known up on that hill all the time? Has she changed at all? Did she get weirder?
We all
Did she
know it.
get more normal?
She
Like,
got
what's going
really-
on?
Used to she didn't act this crazy and stuff. I mean, but I ain't talked to her that much either over the years. Just like I didn't even know they had a daughter themselves until like a year before Summer went missing. I
Wait,
never
what?
even knew
Wait,
they
Wait,
even had a
what?
daughter.
Well, he didn't know that they had a daughter. Jody Sue and Andy
Okay,
had a
that was
daughter, I
weird.
guess, according to Fred. which
Wait, Andy?
apparently he paid no attention to them and was only focused on who the Wells were hanging out with and what the kids were doing over there, but
Yes.
had no idea that
Yeah.
Andy and Jody Sue have a daughter. Yes.
Okay.
Seriously?
I mean, that's how seriously, that's how at least I talked to them,
And they were
Because
And
that's
she
what
was
people
almost-
seem to say. They had no idea. So for 4 years, no one knew about this little girl.
True chasing.
Yeah.
Didn't even know she was pregnant, which I've seen that before because with a fat enough person, sometimes you can't see that they're pregnant.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
But-
happened to stop. I went to Andy's to check on.
Exactly.
He's supposed to have some tires for sale or something. I forget who was telling me that about a year before summer it went missing or something. And I rode up there or drove up there, and which Andy wasn't there, but Jody was there, and that's when she introduced me to her daughter, and I was like, okay, I never even knew you had a daughter.
Spirit Seeker, that just goes to show she has no idea, because we found out that dogs can actually track in water.
Oh yeah, dogs can track
It's
in water.
apparently a myth that dogs can't track
Totally.
in water. So people that try to do
No,
that,
No.
it's probably the
totally.
worst thing to do, because water actually helps. They say to
Mhm.
wet their nose too, to actually odor actually clings to water. So although running water might cause a problem, I suppose. So that could be one thing. But
Moon says I could track anything.
yeah, right.
Sorry,
And
guys.
she was
Moon
big
is
as
right
Jody.
here. I wish you could see her.
She was in almost.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know they had Damien, but and the family always called him Drew. So when people come out on YouTube calling him Damien, I'm like, who are they talking about at first?
Mm.
I have no idea.
And also, didn't they call him like Andy Jr. or something? Or
I think
They always call him Andy.
Check this out, Fred. This is what I was telling you about.
oh,
Then
yeah.
deleted it.
I remember us watching that. That is so weird.
I'm like that because she wouldn't know if they were on dirt bikes around that time. So I was thinking maybe did she get hit by a dirt bike? I
That's
don't
a
know,
pretty
but
nice outfit. That's a
I
pretty
hate
nice
this
outfit.
picture. Right? I hate this picture because it's 6:06. She's about to be reported missing, and then you just got bottles of bleach sitting over here.
Yeah, look
I'm
at
just
him.
wondering where they got that outfit, because like a Fox racing outfit would be kind of
Mhm.
expensive.
And when he said,
But anyways, and that's
Just fast
You
forward.
know what? I'm
You know,
totally,
I'm just like you all trying
totally
to put
driving with you guys.
right.
everything together,
That's all any of us can do right now.
I know, and that's the thing too. People give him a hard time, like if he's like, on his theories, or if it's like some things, guys, are just his theories. I mean, we don't have very many facts. I mean, all he knows about is he's experienced. Certain other things are just theories.
That's the most honest thing I've heard.
What's that?
Admitting that most of what Fred says are his theories.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a whole bunch of facts. It's theories like anyone else.
Right. And if that's true, then
Yes, exactly, Robin.
blame might not be on him, I guess. I don't know.
We try to make it known when
Did I not say that?
That's fine.
I mean, just like a 15th, Dawn and Candace never even spoke to the law enforcement about the bottom property or nothing. See, they didn't even know that Dawn and Candace even owned that down there along the highway. On
Really?
the 15th.
Yeah.
And what brought that up is where I talked to them about the white HHR parked across from the shed and stuff and of Dawn's, and they're like, they didn't even know that was Dawn's because Dawn hadn't even brought it up to them or nothing.
Hurts?
Not know.
Life hurts. Take back your back with
We'll
Roback.
get there, but yeah, next time
I know, we don't want to.
Math Monkey, I agree with
a female that maybe shouldn't be around. Hi, Rasta, hey boo.
Math.
If you catch my drift, Fred, like.
No, I've never seen him around another female.
Okay. Yeah, I know that.
I don't think there's any. We have a large company.
Only like you never saw him like running around.
Yeah,
with anyone.
He said he's just being honest.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, no, exactly.
There's no 17-year-olds, and I would never work a 17-year-old female. Maybe a male, but not a female.
Okay.
I laughed when I first heard that. I
Look at my
laughed.
busted up teeth.
Maybe a male. Ew. Ew.
Marlene's old man.
Oh, because supposedly having girls meet him on the job site.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, do you know anything about like?
I don't know nothing about it.
Leading the witness. I'm just saying.
What?
She kept asking questions like, anyway.
Ziggy
Yes.
That's
I just
one
going
thing
by
about
what
this
Dawn
that was weird to me.
had said and Marlene had said,
And she came there to beat the hell out of.
he was beating him in front of the client and stuff with a 2x4.
Holy shit.
It's possible, Robin.
So,
I agree, Robin. I agree. I think everybody thinks he's an inside source, and I think at least most of the time, he's guessing just like anyone else.
I don't think he's a mastermind. That's all I have to say.
Is what Marlene and Dawn said.
Wow.
what is your top theory, Fred? Like, you lived in
That's a good
the
question.
area, like,
I was
Yeah.
really curious how he'd answer this question.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Yep. Can't remember how he answered. Let's all learn together.
you must have your own suspect list, like we all do, right? Because none of us have the answers. We're all
Yeah,
just
that's
got
right.
our thoughts and opinions. So,
Well,
okay,
Well, my personal opinion is she was a drug debt.
she was a drug debt. That's what I think too.
Oh God.
So that's like right off the cuff for you. Like, that's your
Ooh.
first intuition.
Mhm.
Because
Well, I
Dawn,
At first, when Dawn first come to the house, I feared it was probably an accident cover-up. And then more,
Mhm.
I sat back and looked at things and stuff. And then after I went to Knoxville and stuff, and the guy gave me that information and stuff. He went into too many details to not know something,
Mhm.
of almost how it was supposed to unfold everything
Mm-hmm.
that I turned into law enforcement.
The same that Don Wells drug dealer. Yeah, the Playboy character.
Yeah.
the DBI
And
seems
somebody
actually pretty
ran
interested
all
in, the drug debt.
Yeah. So that's why, his theories, people give him a hard time about that was an accident cover up. I think that's what we probably would, but then as
Sorry, I'm
things have unfolded.
I still had all that on that phone, so I just put it out here on YouTube.
Yeah.
But when they extracted everything off that phone,
Yeah,
There's that part of, did they?
they left a few little things on it about that situation.
That's the same
but-
thing that Dawn said happened to their phones, that a bunch of stuff disappeared off their phones.
And
Huh.
see, when he first said that, I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
that's what.
bullshit. And they took and dipped my phone when someone first went missing. They wasn't nothing deleted off my phone or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't have no ties to nobody from my phone. I've never talked to Dawn or Candace on the phone or text with.
Thanks for coming in, Lips. By the way, I've been warned about you, and
What?
I ignore warnings.
What are you talking about?
People have told me that stuff about Lips, but
Poor Lips.
you've been respectful here. You've never been mean, and that's what all that matters to us. So I just want to let you know. Thank you for coming in.
Not to call you out or anything.
No, I'm just saying, we don't work that way. People telling us bad things about people, I don't give a shit as long as you are respectful in here. You've been respectful, and thank you for coming in. We're doing good. So, let's continue on. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
Ryan.
Or Andy, Jody,
sorry.
Sue.
Good
None of
stuff.
them on phones or nothing. Nobody in the hollow.
I didn't say that.
Because you didn't have service there, right? Or what? Why?
No, he just didn't have communication with them.
No, period.
Yeah, he's just.
Oh.
never had communication with them, like on the phone and stuff like that. So they didn't, have to.
Only time you talk to him if you run into him somewhere.
But when they extracted his phone that time because of the Knoxville information, that was different. They did delete something off of his phone. Is what we're.
Who's they? Who's they? They're accusing of deleting things off their phone. They saying the TBI.
Probably TBI. I'm thinking
TBI
that's what they're
doesn't
saying.
delete things off.
No, they get things off people's phones.
Somebody's deleting things.
No, they uncover things off people's phones.
Yeah.
That's not. It's the
There's
opposite.
no they.
No, it's the opposite.
Right.
They are able to get things on people's phones that have been deleted.
They pull things, right? Yes.
Saying it's like, because at first Fred was saying that he thought it was bullshit.
Yeah, I thought it was bullcrap that Don was saying that they had deleted a bunch of stuff off of his phone and stuff. Okay. And then I'm like, well, they didn't on mine.
Thank you, Fred. I think it's bullshit too. Nobody's going to be deleting.
There we go, Fred.
But then when I turned that information in from Knoxville last year,
I have an open mind.
The information I turned in, 90% of it was extracted and deleted.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Patty? It's my channel. I'm on here.
Wait, what?
So it made me wonder if they actually did take Don, after that happened.
Yeah. So that's probably true. They did probably delete some of Don's stuff off his phone because anything, they don't want people.
True.
They didn't want Fred probably sharing that stuff, I guess.
I could see that. So maybe they did take it off the Wellses?
Yeah. Yeah, they yeah. What?
A suspect?
No.
So maybe they did take it off the Wellses?
Yeah. Yeah, they yeah. What? No, I said sure.
You didn't ever, do you feel like they ever thought that you were a suspect?
No.
What?
Did you?
Wait, what?
You never felt like you never got the vibes from them that you were being treated like a suspect?
Ever?
No.
Because I think that's what, well, you guys.
Never.
Never?
No.
Strong
yeah,
statement.
I definitely know they thought Don and Candace are suspect because they don't tell people to go in with wires and tell them to keep talking publicly on YouTube.
I promise under your scars we'll get to the polygraphs because she drops that bombshell toward the end. We're almost
there
there.
we go. There we go. Don't worry.
Tubes for no reason. So
yeah,
we're gonna have a fun.
But I feel like they messed up when they took that alcohol up there at day.
Fred,
I know that the two officers that actually done that, they was not allowed back at the Wellses period after that incident.
Yeah.
What was that?
Go back.
So that's a legit thing. They brought alcohol. The law was allowing them to have alcohol.
Law brought alcohol.
Yeah.
What? Why would the law?
Allegedly.
Fred,
and I know that the two officers that actually done that, they was not allowed back at the Wellses period after that incident.
Yeah, well, that's definitely inappropriate to do that. But speaking about law enforcement, Fred, just curious if you...
Actually, I did hear that I heard that one of the search and rescue guys got pulled from the search for something. I never found out what. I wonder if that's...
No, it's possible.
Bringing the Wells alcohol, I guess. I don't know. I never put that together.
I don't know. That would be a whole different story, wouldn't it?
If you could wave a magic wand and you were the chief, would you have done anything with this investigation different?
Oh, good question.
Oh, yeah.
I love Mark.
Lay it on me, man.
Yeah, lay it on us.
They should have done a lot of stuff different. First of all, they shouldn't have let Dawn and Candace, or especially Dawn, run in and out on the 15th that someone went missing. They should have locked it down completely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you letting the certain one that inside the main house where the child's missing leave and go wherever you want to, in and out, in and out, in and out all night long, and your daughter missing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's your phone
anything.
getting dipped? Like, so did you have to give any kind of statements to the law before they wired you up? Like, how did they know to trust you and send you in with the wire on? Well, I mean, obviously they are educated
Well, they
in
hit
that
my
field.
phone and, well,
They-
we went to the
Oh,
command center and talked amongst some others while they was dipping my phone and all that stuff before I actually would have wired back down.
Yeah, he said he wasn't a suspect, so why are they dipping his phone?
because he would find out who was, and
No, I mean, if he's not a suspect, they wouldn't have dipped his phone.
they would have it wasn't. He didn't realize they were dipping his phone.
I don't.
If they did it on purpose, it's because they thought he would find out information.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. Those two statements just don't line up.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
No.
How does he know they did?
He said they
Which
did.
is not wearing a wire, really. It's just.
Well, he was just a digital recorder. It wasn't
Yeah.
actually a wire.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, see, that's true.
Yeah.
Gabba Geeks makes a good point too. You don't just do a wire like willy nilly. Like they have to
Right.
get a warrant. So
Yes.
yeah, right.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Not just off the cuff on the moment. Hey, wire yourself. That's what he said. Chasing. He went to the command center that night and chatted them up.
And
Do you know if they asked anybody else to do that?
Yeah.
yeah.
I do know that they asked Dave Brett to record for them, Don Wells and stuff, and he denied to do it.
Mm.
I do know that, but as far as anybody else, I don't know. I do know that they had asked him.
What do you think about that shed down below? And so, was there not somebody that was living in that shed where Don says to me that's the first place he drove because he figured they already searched around the house, so he was going to search that shed before driving up to the house? And I believe that's when the cops were there. I was trying to play that video so you could see, so I could get your reaction on it, but it's not playing.
From what I understand, that Bill Benton stayed in that shed some before Summer went missing, up to Summer going missing, from what I understood.
No,
That's what I remember.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
It wasn't because it's documented that a gentleman named Chris Marcos was last seen on 110 Ben Hill Road on June 16th, 2021. So I was wondering do you know that name, Chris Marcos? And
No, I don't.
if I showed you a picture, which I'll text it to Ziggy here shortly.
Yeah, you could
Like,
take
are
a
you good
picture.
with
I might
faces? Okay.
recognize a face or something, but
Okay. Did we talk about that last time on Ziggy's?
it posted. He appeared to be somebody that had used to visit Ben Hill Road, visiting Richard Davis and Janet Moody. And that was when Don first moved to Ben Hill Road, when they first set up the trailer on where the shed is down there. When
But-
Pam, I think it was
that's
him
just
and Pam was first moved
You're just
in.
saying that it's a look-alike. We're not sure
Yeah,
for
I'm
a
not for
fact.
sure.
Just
I'm
like the
saying
Rose
it looks
Bly like sighting thing, like
Right.
you know,
Right.
really, like now he
What did
wonders
she say at one night? Name's man, was it Michael or something?
whose man?
She just asked a while ago if I was just trying to think.
Oh, something. Oh, that's
Somebody that lived there at 16th or something. So it's been
Chris
Oh,
Marcos.
Marcos.
He's somebody. He's a relative of Candace.
Yeah, Candace.
Grandis.
Yeah.
And he's a sex
I
offender.
thought she may have said Michael or whatever. Looked like
Sounds,
maybe Ben Hill. But I own property on Ben Hill Road past Ed Redmond's, but I don't know what his first name was.
Vern Gilbert runs a billboard company. You know, all those billboard, if you guys follow.
While we're playing the Who Do You Know game, did you ever meet Jose?
No.
Jose.
He's
No?
like me.
Oh, Jose. Damn, blast from the past.
Oh my God.
So you never got to see that whole group of people up there?
No.
Yeah,
Oh, you might. Well, you know about the shooting. What about? Did you know about him?
I just know what Don told me about it. I don't know
What was that?
what really did happen. That was one of those times Don come and asked about
Advice.
advice about the gun that he was using, the shooting at Jose and stuff going up the road.
Yeah, he came
when
back.
he got charged for that gun and stuff.
Don must have thought to come and ask you for advice because of that situation that you went through with Roy Fanning. Is probably why.
So,
but if it was legit black powder, like he tried to say it was, he was okay. But he had changed the cylinder out in it to where he could use regular live cartridges.
Oh, Fred, I wanted to ask you because, there's this weird work, there's, everyone thinks they're psychic, okay? But anyways, there's some dark shit that's been said about you, and I'm sure, Ziggy, I've definitely repeated it on my channel a few times, but they say that you have definitely killed, there's prostitutes missing in the area, and you're believed to be like a serial killer, and you kill prostitutes.
What does that have to do with it?
Fred, you naughty bitch.
I know, right? I thought while I had you, not only.
No, what does that have to do with it?
Oh my gosh, is that a terrorist? Is that that Sarah girl? Don't have to say that. But no,
what?
Laughable.
It is laughable.
Well, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
On people, these are real people.
A lot of people think I may have some inside information and stuff, or is inside the wells or whatever. I don't, and I'm trying to piece it all together, just like the rest of you two people.
So someone's saying, did you ever say something about you met Rose Bly on Ben Hill Road? I haven't. I don't. Is that a thing?
No, I've never said I met her. I said I took and thought I had seen her, but somebody sent a picture the other day. It looked like a different person, but resembles Rose Bly a lot.
Yeah, like that one of Grandis's friends named Rose, who actually kind of looks like Rose Bly. He saw a picture of her. And he was like, "Oh, that might be who I actually saw." So it's just a lookalike. He thought he saw. I don't know. It could have been her. I guess. She had address on Ben Hill Road when someone went missing too. Who did? That one that they showed me a picture of. Oh, did she? The Grandis's friend? Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh.
Yep.
Rosemeyer.
Yeah.
I'm fast forwarding.
Yep, I think that's too. Isn't it weird? She kind of does look like Rose Bly in a way. Give us a second.
Go for a cigarette.
Oh yeah, he keeps seeing me smoking. It's probably killing him.
Oh, sorry.
Or if you kind of had to be on your guard. Because some people say it's just, you get the impression that it's just a drug zone. Everybody's a piece of shit. And then you talk to a lot of people and you realize that that's not the case. So it just kind of, that's what I think Fred would be really good for. I'd actually like to sit down and have a coffee live and not even talk about summer, just talk about life there. And Fred's having a smoke.
Fred's having a smoke? Oh, shit. Mark, turn the camera off and then
So
now,
Ziggy, do you hurt a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Fred?
What the heck?
Thank you.
No. Not even worried about somebody trying to. I mean, we know. Yeah, we're pretty confident.
Just go ahead.
Fred is 100% correct. She was alive.
She's a chance that she's still alive, or she's definitely dead.
Oh, good question.
Well, if the information that I got out of Knoxville, if it is 100% correct, she was alive. What was it? May of last year.
What?
May
was
of
it
last year.
2024?
Mm-hmm.
What?
And obviously that kind of information went to
So
the
what news out
TBI
of
or
nothing?
something.
Yes.
Yeah, and he wanted to help. This person wanted to help too, and then what happened is he got kicked out of the place, right, the halfway house, and he lost contact. So the guy.
Did he just say someone at the halfway house claimed that Summer was alive as of last year?
Yes, 2024. He just said.
I missed that first time I ever listened to this.
And I tried to get Ryan, but he like hit me in the head.
I just wanted to hear it. I didn't hit you. What in the world? So he got out of Knoxville at the halfway house. Someone told him that Summer was alive.
Yeah. So now we're back to weird.
What the hell? Yes, thank you,
Like,
JC.
At the end, like what the? This is at the end.
This is
like
brand new.
he ends the it's almost over. They end with this.
Okay, so that was a whole thing, right? What the hell, man?
Well, can we hear the whole thing?
Okay.
I don't know the whole thing.
I acted like he wanted to help at the time, but then kind of went MIA.
And now he's been looked for. I mean,
well,
he's hiding from five or six different counties right now.
What is he talking about?
So
I don't know what all went down with all of that, you know.
But he claimed to have known where, claimed to have known where Summer was and stuff, and be affiliated with the Vice Lords and
what
all that stuff.
I mean, he went into details of lots and stuff.
Really, you did a lie detector on about Summer's disappearance, right? Didn't you?
No.
When you were...
No, they didn't give me any lie detector on Summer, period.
No.
Okay.
They did.
So this is where she's heading up to her bombshell. So I didn't know that, Gabble Geeks. Thank you. So Fred didn't even believe it, apparently. The story that this guy was telling, I guess, at the halfway house. That's just insane. These people, man, people just tell stories. Wow.
On Cotton, and there was one question on it that asked if I thought Cotton had something that had actually done something to Summer. What the question is.
Yeah. And, there is somebody trying to get those,
Cotton, the guy who's allegedly pushed off a cliff. He was the one.
Whoa. I like Cher, but nobody's. He fell off a cliff. Yeah. That's the blunt force trauma is the.
Well, maybe she
was the write up.
Maybe she didn't hear the exact term.
Okay, I mean that's people.
I mean, you and I are.
People have made allegations that he was pushed off.
Yeah, but how close is she to that whole?
Yeah. Okay.
Thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do we know that?
Know what?
How do we know?
Well, I mean, they asked that on the polygraph. They had just one question asked me if I thought Cotton actually had done something to Summer himself.
Like if you really believe that Cotton was involved, because that's the information he was turning into law enforcement was about Cotton. What Cotton said.
He took a polygraph on Cotton.
Oh, just on that?
Yeah, not on Summer.
Okay.
And they released it, and it was
That's
inconclusive.
Kind of weird.
So, as far as
where she may have been or whatever,
Actually, Fred did tell me, and Ziggy knows and Fred knows that I have my sources. And I actually did talk with Fred and Ziggy maybe 2 weeks ago or something, and he did say he would take one. He was actually very quick to answer me. I was like, if I could get you set up, or, you picked it out, I pay for it. Would you do one? He said, yeah, immediately. It wasn't even he didn't take no time. And I was like, holy shit. Wow. I was impressed. So he did.
Yeah.
Didn't he, Ziggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be more than glad to take one on someone.
There we go. Okay, here we go.
He said he'd be more than glad to. Didn't even pause.
No.
You really would? So, because they would let us. So I looked it up for it's around $1,500. We would get 3 questions.
Yep. 1,500.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, your wife gets one of the
She's
questions.
laughing.
Uh-oh. Now there's trouble.
That was a
Oh
nervous
shit!
laugh. What do you think?
Make it
No.
quick, Ziggy.
No, I don't need.
I mean, I know the one that the TBI give me on cotton. It was 9 questions on it.
Yeah, it had to do with like what the stuff cotton was like. For one, Cotton
How does
came
she know?
to what he was saying some weird things about Summer Wells, like when basically the first time he ever met Cotton, and that's what he.
Yeah, he claimed he was on the hill on the 15th and stuff, and claimed that he had slept with mother and daughter, but he didn't say whether it was Grandis and Candace or Candace and
What?
Summer.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh wow! What?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I was talking to law enforcement about it and stuff. And then he was talking about when they found Summer, they'd know exactly who done it and stuff. My personal opinion, I don't actually think that Cotton done something to Summer.
Whoa.
Okay.
I missed that the first time
Okay,
I watched
that's
this.
good.
He actually admitted that Cotton didn't do anything.
Well, I don't think he did either.
But
You?
You know, we could put
the
a real.
way he talked that he knew where certain things was, and once they found it, that they know exactly what happened to Summer. But that was before I got to talk to that boy in Knoxville, and he talked totally different.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, not, but see, Cotton Simpson, he claimed that he had talked to law enforcement and
Yeah,
stuff.
he was just trying to collect the insurance. Or
He didn't claim anything. He
No,
passed
he's
away.
dead. I'm sorry.
Gosh.
not insurance, but the reward money and stuff. But they wouldn't talk to him about it, he said.
Because he's, I guess, mentally insane or something, I guess. Or when
He's had a lot of brain surgeries and stuff. And
So-
He was, just for the family's sake, I got to point out he was not mentally insane. He was unstable. He had a hard time walking and he had issues, but he was not mentally insane. Cotton Simpson was not mentally insane.
some brain surgeries and stuff. So
allegedly, yeah,
they
since
wouldn't take him serious because anything he told them, he couldn't testify in court anyway. Is one reason I feel like that they wouldn't use him to take him, try to find out information because way his mind was, he was incompetent.
that's why Fred didn't know whether or not to take him seriously. You know what I mean? When he's saying this stuff about Summer Wells, like the guy's kind of crazy. So Fred didn't know whether or not, thought he was just kind of, and he just met him too.
I mean, I know of him and stuff, but for me personally
Karen,
talking to myself, you know,
That's exactly right. So I'll tell you right now.
He didn't just meet him. He knew him.
I'm
He was-
sorry, but Ziggy doesn't know all this.
He literally bought drugs from Fred 2 hours before he passed away. They
Fred-
didn't just meet.
Fred lived there all these years, right? Ziggy just met him. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yep.
Let's do it. Yes, exactly. The people talking shit and wanting to say he'll never take 100. Let's repeat this one last time. Fred, if I pay and we get a good one, I'm talking a good one, and I've
Okay,
got
we like
sources. I mean, we could, a Polly, and I paid for it. I paid for your travelings to get there, and we did it. You would take one, and you and Ziggy would get your results and go live with them.
Yes, 100%. I'd take it in a heartbeat.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna
There you
get
go.
that situated. It's gonna take me a couple weeks to get that situated, and
Yeah, but
I
all
might be
those-
able to find it for free. If I can't, you guys know I'll be very transparent. I will probably have to crowdsource. So if you guys want to help me with that, I will then.
So
I
we're
will book
taking.
it.
So at this point, I was
Okay.
I was in chat at this point, and I was saying, "Hey, I'll contribute to that. I would be happy to contribute." And people were being like, "Oh, would you pay for Andy to take one?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'd pay for Andy
Yeah.
to take
So
one."
we'll take any contributions.
So anyway, Andy
for
was
this.
Andy at this point. I'm not sure if you're going to see it, but Andy was in chat. He just came out of the woodwork. She may mention it, and Andy said he would also take one.
It so that
Oh.
people don't bitch
So let's
and don't give
raise the
Ziggy money. Nah, nah, nah. I'll pay for it. and Ziggy and Fred will schedule it and just show up.
That's for Andy Bernard to do the same thing.
Yes,
too.
absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Offer for Andy Bernard as well. I will.
Maybe
Yep.
we can get a twofer.
And
Get a deal.
now,
A
Fred.
twofer.
Fred, you can even ask.
Hey, that was funny,
A
Fred.
twofer.
That was funny, Fred.
Darlene, do you believe that guy may have been undercover? Which guy? Trying to find out what Fred knows. I'm not sure who you're referring to.
What she means. I'm sure it would.
Your wife. I really, I make things happen, so I can.
Oh yes, you do.
I can 100% make this happen. Will you?
I would be.
Will you do it?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna make it happen, y'all. You heard it here.
Yeah, spread this around, and all the haters that are
Yep.
saying,
Oh yeah.
he'd never do it.
You know what?
They can pay for it.
Yeah, I will. There's
Right
Andy.
there.
Same deal goes out to you, Andy. I will make that happen.
Who's in?
I'd like to actually leave it at that because I think that's a pretty powerful statement right there. Because now what?
So that way we don't get into too much
Bow
drama and
down
stuff
to
because
the
it's
chair.
supposed to be about study session.
Yeah. So
Otherwise it might go kind of,
Thank you, and
So that
4 for the price of 1. Ryan can take 1 with Ziggy. 2 with Ziggy.
sure, I'll take it.
Ryan.
I think she's inviting she's invited Jody Sue.
That's too funny. Oh my god.
I would love to take one and see what questions people want to ask.
Take one about what? Take one about what? Are you?
Yeah, she did,
Ryan
actually.
Doobie? Yes.
You're right.
What?
Spirit Seeker Squad, yes. Ziggy, I guess, agreed too.
Oh, good. Great.
So I'll tell you what I know about this situation.
I can't even.
What I know
I'm
about the
sorry.
situation is that
Oh my god.
Cher is absolutely, like, she was asking for, we were talking about at one point after the live, I'm like, that's insane. I can't believe you asked that. Just drop that on everyone.
That was good.
And she's absolutely researching like good reputable places. And a bunch of people have commented, like, let TBI do. Well, I mean, TBI was going to do it, they would have done it by now. And this is really, people have been accusing Fred. People have been accusing Andy. Okay.
Good. I was confused.
To clear the air. Now, I will say, you guys, honestly, the problem, lie detector tests are good for shows like Dr. Phil.
Dr.
right?
Phil. We cannot.
He does them all the time.
We can't forget. What's it? Maury? No. What's that one?
Yep, 1,200. That's exactly how much they cost. Yep.
Shoot, it's
about
not
1,200.
Maury Povich. What's that one?
There's actually a place, sorry to interrupt, but there's actually a place in Kingsport, a reputable court certified place that will do it for Andy. I'm sure there's one in Indiana. So there's nationally, you can, $1,200, you can get a lie detector test.
That is kind of expensive.
It is expensive, but
it is.
They are good for things like media. Dr. Phil does them all the time.
Yeah.
Problem is, they actually aren't acceptable. Like police won't use them.
No, it's not.
They're not admissible in court. So because the problem is, people can lie and pass. People can tell the truth and fail.
Right.
Unfortunately,
well, it depends on a lot of bio.
It's all measurements.
But if you have high blood pressure, if you're pregnant, all these other things have to do. They just can't. It's not permissible in court.
Whoa!
Because of that. Wait.
I'm sorry. Chasing found 425. That's not bad at all.
Well, there we go.
The thing that's good about so yes, they're not court admissible because it's not 100% scientifically proven that they're always accurate.
Correct.
But the reason people like Dr. Phil and other media use them is because they're generally a pretty good way to see if somebody's getting upset about questions.
True.
I didn't hear about that thing. Someone mentioned Fred refused to lie. I didn't hear that. Like, you have to lie as like a baseline for the test. So I guess everyone's going to have to be willing to.
You'd have to have a drug test
to do that.
You can't be on drugs.
I think they do a
that
drug test too. Probably. Yeah. So it's worth doing just to see, what are the results. And I think if Fred took it if Fred did and Andy did chasing.
What'd she say?
She's looking all over Indiana
There you
for places. I would respect it. Like I would, hey, look, even if
It
it's
would be
even
a
if
first
it's
step.
it's another additional data point. If
Yeah.
Fred walks into that place and he answers the questions, and Andy walks into his place and he answers the questions, and whatever the results are,
Well, it depends on what the questions are, though. They have to be really specific.
I think Cher
to
said.
this case.
I think Cher said whoever helps pay, and she's letting Ziggy ask one of the questions of Fred. But
whatever.
It's worth doing just to see. The results are important because they do measure biological reaction, and at least tells us if the person had a strong reaction to any of the questions.
Right.
Whether it means they're lying or not, that's debatable.
I don't like really like have 100% confidence in Fred, obviously, but I don't think he's a narcissist. Because
no, Fred's not a narcissist.
If you're a narcissist,
no.
you can pass these tests without, you can pass these tests. If you're a narcissist, there are certain people that can pass these tests.
You can, because they can cover their emotion, right.
But I don't think Fred. I'm not saying Fred's stupid. I'm just saying Fred probably is a good candidate for taking a lie detector test.
I think he would. The other one was inconclusive about Cotton, but if it was because he didn't answer the lie. But what Crystal said here is absolutely. This is the key, you guys. If both Fred and Andy are willing to take the test, that speaks volumes. They're willing to actually be asked questions and be measured on this device.
Right.
So,
well, there's another thing. Do you hate Ryan and Jen? No, of course not.
It would lightly go off. Hey, have fun in the pool. We're probably going to be heading off soon.
I'm kind of falling asleep.
Brought back my reactions to a bunch of the questions. I heard stuff in here that I hadn't heard before. I didn't remember hearing before. So there's like nuggets of stuff in here that's just like really
we're gonna have to go back through this whole live to see what's there were a lot of really good
the comments the comments from everyone here was it just
you guys are great,
provided even more insight.
We're gonna have to look back.
Somebody asked earlier, do you trust Cher to actually get a lie detector? I think she wants to get this done.
I think it would, and we could help.
And I believe that she wants to have these tests done just again to clear the air for both of these guys. Like Andy as well has been accused of things. Fred's been accused of things.
It could be a positive thing for both of them. If they really want to do it, then that says something.
And I will say I respect Ziggy and Fred. Yeah, there was a lot of new little nuggets that popped out of this interview. I respect Ziggy and Fred for being willing to talk, to share and openly and answer all these questions. And the comments were not the greatest. The comments were not the nicest, and they stepped right in. They stepped up, and they were willing to answer questions. So
you mean comments on the live?
On the live, on the interview, it was rough. Like her moderators were working hard.
I wasn't really looking at that.
Yeah, I was watching it. They handled it well. I think this was great. I enjoyed this. I hope they do more interviews. I think this is only good for Fred to openly talk to other channels about what he experienced, what he saw. Yeah, we picked on some things, we dug into some things, but to me,
that's what we need to do, right?
To me, the openness helps us get to Fred's truth, what Fred knows, and he openly admitted he's a lot of cases he's guessing like everyone else. He doesn't know inside information, and so we can't pick apart every little detail that he says. I think that's important too.
Right. He's just a man.
He just lived in the area.
It comes down to it.
Yep. So.
Dr. Phil, I agree, Karen, because things have come to light about this man that he's not the greatest guy.
He does, right?
He's not even okay.
So,
I could go on a whole live about Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I know. That's true, Gavel Geeks. The problem is that some things Fred actually saw himself, and some things he saw on YouTube, and a lot of times those things get meshed together. So
that's what I was saying. Like he makes his own reality from what he's.
It's all meshed together.
But that's what people do. It's like, you tell a secret. What was that? What is that analogy? Like the rumor game.
Yeah, where you tell
a rumor to somebody, it changes.
Yeah.
Totally.
And the problem is when he's taking what he actually saw with his own eyes and he's peppering in things he heard on YouTube, and it meshes up into this mess of, and people take every single word he says, like they dissect it. So,
yeah, of course.
Well,
with a case like this, you have to dissect things everybody says, but
especially if they were neighbors and witness things
after years.
But I would highly recommend, like, if Fred could separate out the stuff he sees on YouTube, not mention that as like his own experience, just talk about his own experience in the next interview, only things that he knows and saw.
Right.
Like when I talk to Andy, when we're driving around, I'm asking him about when he grew up in the area, what does he know about the area, what does he know about the people, and I don't ask him what he heard on YouTube because it's going to mess everybody up. They're going to, if we talk about rumors. So, but thank you, Tia, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. I made it.
We
do the whole thing.
You did almost 3 hours. This is our longest live ever.
Wow.
Yeah, longest live ever. This was fun. We might do more reaction videos like this if big things like this come up. This was
I just want to say thank you to you guys for being so supportive, and I really, really, really appreciate you guys, and because I like to have a say here.
Jen likes to respond to all of you.
I like it. I like it.
All right. Thank you, guys. Hope you have a great night. Hope you enjoyed this. We may do more reaction videos if big things like this come up.
This was fun.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy this too because we get to kind of watch things together. It's fun to watch things with everyone.
It's awesome.
Talk through things. So
yeah.
Thank you, guys. Love you all. Hope you have a great night. I'm sorry to keep you up so long on a Sunday, but enjoy the rest of your week.
Sleep good.
Right, have a great night, everyone. Love you.